everyone, and welcome to Prestige Encounters, the Dungeons and Dragons campaign brought to you by Prestige Gaming Community, formerly known. It's also known as Lipswell's Gaming these days. And we have a lot to do today, a great session in store. But before we get into all that, we have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, hi. Hello, everybody. No Renatus tonight. We do have no session on the 25th or 1st of this month. So we have a session next week and then we're gone for 3 weeks, guys. So keep that in mind. So after next week's session, we will not see you until January 8th of 2025. A lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com or use the command !midnight in our chat for a direct link. You can listen to the music on Spotify, watch your music videos on YouTube, or even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. Did you know that Prestige Encounters is in the top 0.001% of listeners for Midnight Syndicate? We love them so much. Ooh. Yay. Okay, well then there's that. Artwork. Speaking of artwork, we have 3 new character art reveals to do today.
Oh my god.
And this artwork was made by Jeremiah, who is Slimy Rice, and also Diablo in this campaign. If you want to commission him, he does take commissions. You would need to contact him, and the best way to do so is to join our Discord by going to lichsouls.com/discord for his contact information. So it's a Slimy Rice, and you know, his Instagram and Discord information are also displayed at the end of our art video during our mid-session break as well. So cool. Am I forgetting anything else? No? Let's go ahead and reveal the new art. We have Emelyne, Naoki, and Thalia all being revealed here. And can I get a drum roll?
I wasn't prepared. I had drumsticks in my closet.
Nobody had drumsticks. And there it is. Hey, there it is, everybody. Right there on stream for everybody to see. We have wonderful.
Wow.
We have Emelyne there. We have Naoki and Thalia giving some great vibes, color palettes, and fantastic. Just a review. So let's start with Emelyne. If you had to summarize your inspiration for your character in 3 words, what 3 words would you choose? And the other 2 of you are also going to get this question, but you have a disadvantage because you get prep time.
Is this for the appearance or personality?
For the appearance, specifically. The appearance.
Excellent. Yeah. The 3 words that I'm going to pick is tidy, nostalgic, and unique.
Love that. Isaac, Naoki, what about you? What words would you choose to describe the design inspiration for your character?
Definitely floral. Hot springs and muscles.
And Thalia, how about you?
Daenerys Targaryen. And I'll just say dragon.
Fair. All right. Wonderful. So, everybody, grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to the table. And we are now beginning tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. And here to tell us what happened last week in his very own words is none other than Diablo Dorado himself. Take it away.
After our little trip to the Grueling Forest, we decided we would accompany the smart fella, Professor Leork, into the Lemold Wood. for our next venture, we decided to head back to the Archmage Tamlish to claim our other reward and, that type of thing after we killed the horned beast. Thank you, Naoki, for that spike trap. And thank you, thank you, Emelyne, for burning down those webs. But apparently, when we approached his office, Talia heard a little conversation going on behind the door between him, the governor, and the emissary from the Sanguesian Empire over east. They were talking about something that didn't sound that good, if I'm going to be honest, but we went in, passed by that foul-smelling undead freak, and Talia brought it up. See, the Archmage, he didn't like that very much, so, got in her face and all that. Talia made a pretty funny remark, if I'm going to be honest, said his breath stank. And he used some sort of magical doohickey or doodad. Made her start foaming at the mouth, collapse on the ground. It was something like I'd never seen before. But as crazy as that scene was, I'm not sure how I feel about the Archmage anymore. A little bit curious what's going on there. No matter. We did a little bit of shopping, got some horses and a cart for our trip down south. And we head down there. But before we could get to the wood, we had to go through Rubailon, which was known as basically a giant toll booth for anybody deciding to pass through the western part of the continent. Real unfortunate we have to spend more money, but I understand how it goes. Anyway, when we were on our way there, a couple, sorry looking individuals approached us, said, "You guys gotta watch out. There's some giant dragons. These dragons are gonna kill you. They killed my friends." And I was like, "Oh, no matter, we're gonna destroy them. We're gonna show them nothing they've never seen before." And we got there, and there was these two massive dragons. Each had 5 heads. I tell you, they swooped down on us, and we fought with our lives. We put everything into it. Cram unfortunately fell down, but he got back up. He did some crazy stuff, threw a big ball of green shit everywhere, and it burned them. Pissed off these dragons. Apparently there was another dragon. There was 3 goddamn dragons with 5 heads each. 15 heads total. Anyway, seeing Emelyne being attacked by one of these, she was holding her own, but I thought maybe I could give my friend a little hand here. I ran over and I pinned this thing in the ground. I took all 5 of its head between my arms and I pulled it to the ground, making sure it wasn't able to move. And I strangled the life out of it. Couldn't go anywhere. And right before the last one fell, this lady came out of the gates, the northern gates of Rubailon, and kind of cleaned up for us. Got rid of the bodies, all that type of stuff. She got some cheers. I got most of them, of course. But yeah, we ended up going in and celebrated by everybody. Fortunately, we still had to pay the toll, but that's where we are now.
Thank you so much there, Diablo. And yeah, so where our campaign last left off, you had all made your way to the city of Rubailon. You have been traveling along this underground pass road for another few days after entering the gate of the northern pass. And if you remember, does anybody remember the name of the gate to the north? I have it written down. The Gate of Rorthgrar is the name of that one. And at this point, you've come to a exit way from the tunnel where the city of Rubailon is laid out before you. Unlike many dwarven cities that you are used to or from previously known from previous campaigns, Rubailon is not a city that is carved out of the mountain. It's not singular structures that have just been carved down from multiple levels. This has been a mountain that's been hollowed out from many years of mining. that then had structures built inside it. There are 2 levels to the city, but one is more so back and raised rather than above each other. But the city and this mountain is huge. It is laid out before you with the twinkling lights of these crystals throughout the entire place, keeping it illuminated, along with mirrors that reflect natural sunlight. But it's getting to nighttime as you enter into the city and make your way down the winding path down the rocky cliffside that comes out from the tunnel. So, as you walk your horse carriage going, what would you like to do?
Is Lorna still with us?
She is. She's kind of sitting there with you.
Okay. So, do you have anywhere specific you believe we should head towards?
Well, I do not know what it is exactly that you are looking to do in the city, but I do imagine that there are several things we do. Perhaps adventurers like yourselves would like to check out the market, see if there's any items of interest, of course.
Of course, and I say I believe a friend of ours has some goods to sell, so that would be a good place to start.
If you don't mind, I would appreciate if we went there quickly.
Same here.
Well, I would recommend that since it's getting nighttime, that the best place to start your evening would be looking for a place to stay. Unfortunately, I do not have any recommendations for you, as I have a temporary permanent residence in the upper level of the city, the inner ring.
Of course. How does one get to the upper levels from here? Is there some sort of lift?
You could walk. You could be on a horse like you are now. But it's just a simple matter of a pathway that comes at a slight angle that goes up in some way or the other.
So, sorry, I'm from the city of Emilia, so I'm kind of more accustomed to having, for elevation you would take a lift. It would be a mechanical device moving you between levels, or a train to help you go from one location to the other.
No.
No. Okay.
You do need special credentials to get into that part of the walls, though.
Of course.
Can I look round to try, I want to see how well patrolled the streets are, what's the guard to ruffian situation we got going on here?
Go ahead and make 2. I'm gonna have you make 2 checks. The first check is gonna be an investigation check. The second check is gonna be an insight check as you kind of look around.
Yep. Investigation is a 5. And insight will be a 5 again.
Really hard to get a read, as it is nighttime, so you imagine that there's not a whole lot of people out to give you a proper proportionate or accurate view of the cities around. But there is some distinct features that are very obvious on the guards. They are all wearing this kind of black iron armor, and the face mask to their armor is in fact split down the middle and opens on hinges on the front of their helmets. So most of them carry things such as warhammers and glaives for their weapons.
But they look well the armor looks well kept.
Yes,
or well made.
They are well armed guards, which tracks because these are dwarves. They are talented for their smithing skills. Their minerals are rich here, and this country is this part of Silveria is rather wealthy. Granted, Rubailon is its own independent city and has its own monarch ruling over it, but they're all of the 3 provinces are considered part of the overall place of Silveria, despite them all being their own governance.
It seems we should try not to get in much trouble here. The guards are quite well armed. I feel like it'd be a tough fight for us. Let's keep a low down.
That's generally a good suggestion. Do you know you want to stay out of trouble anywhere you go?
Well, more here than anywhere else, you know. Some other places I feel like we could take the guards on if needed.
I think that certainly in a place where we are surrounded by gates that close between us, it would be, you know... I mean, I'm not entirely sure if anyone here is the type to pick a fight with a guard.
Well, and I look at Valia. We seem to have one who likes to pick fights.
Yes, well, trying to get more scars.
I'll keep her under wraps.
The carriage and horses that you guys are riding on are making their way down this brick-laid road where there are lampposts and while Silveria, I'm sorry, it's not Silveria, Elnira, their lighting is done mostly by gas lamps that are lit, or oil that are lit at night by what's like lantern lighters, I guess, street lighters. These lamps and the way that they are lighting their city are these luminescent crystals, very quartz-like in their way, multifaceted, basically geode-looking stones that seem to glow with a slight arcane energy, giving a purplish hue across the mostly gray and white stones used to build these houses. The roofs are made of a tile or slate that has a black sheen to it, almost like obsidian, yet not quite as reflective. So the light kind of casts up and then gets lost in the rooftops and the overall kind of caldera or cavern of the city as well. And the only thing that you see are the slight glimmer of mirrors that catch very faint light from the city below that would otherwise be lit up during the day from the sunlight that they reflect into the city itself.
I wonder if we should pick one of those up for the skull.
We don't want to talk about the skull.
At this point, Lorna will say, well, this is where I leave you. I wish you all a fair day in the city of Rubaelon, and may our paths meet again someday.
Of course, hopefully sooner rather than later, but we'll be happy to watch you walk away.
On that note, and she'll just snap her fingers, and then there will be a slight flash of light, and she will teleport away, which she was able to do this entire time.
That's disappointing. I could not find her purse for the life of me.
You were looking for a purse?
Sure, that's my excuse.
I just wanted to give her a high five, man.
For the assistance?
Yeah.
She probably would have thought that was a good idea. I mean, if you wash your hands first, you've got a little bit of blood caked and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps we can keep an eye out as we head to the market area. And as she says that, she realizes that she doesn't really know where that is. So can I look around for maybe a street sign or something?
Make a perception check as you're looking around this city. Remember, it is nighttime. It is evening. 5. There are no street signs that you see. Also, you don't speak Dwarvish, do you?
No.
So you do not. Any signs that you do see are written in this runic script that you can't quite discern.
Definitely this way.
I can speak Dwarvish if needs be.
Oh, we could just ask one of the guards for assistance. That would be. I mean, if you want to do it yourself, that's okay. But
We can ask the guards. Maybe they'll like the idea of us asking for help rather than being too fierce, and they'll make sure to not attack us if any needs be.
just yes. I mean,
Dwarves.
don't talk about headbutting any of them or spitting in their face or saying their breath smells bad. Things like that.
Do we want to try find somewhere to rest first before we go to the markets?
I presume that if it's late at night, most markets. I mean, unless this is a city that operates all day.
Well, as it's underground, it might be.
Could be.
Not sure how their day-night cycle works when they can't see the sun.
I mean, if there's a bunch of owl people that live here, they mostly work at night, right? There are owl people, I assume.
I've never seen an owl person before.
Last session, there was an owl person that sold Emelyne spells.
I have seen an owl person before.
I said there's specifically an owl folk.
Yeah.
Billy Crom, more
I didn't
forgetful
write
than
down.
me.
I was gonna say, is it that you have forgotten all of your past, or do you just have a limited memory storage and you are always dumping certain?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's just
resets
centered
every time I
around.
get to sleep.
It's centered around beans constantly.
It's almost as if his memory is rapidly accessed and then dumped.
Kind of randomly as well.
Hmm.
I think you might have some form of memory issue. We'll look at that, see if we can get you an upgrade. There's probably some dwarven artisan who can work with your kind of. I mean, who
We
knows?
can
Talia.
certainly try.
Up the street, you start to hear sounds of merriment and cheering and just loud conversation overall, along with the sound of music that kind of overarches all of that. You read a sign that says Bulgrad's Bulging Barrel and recognize it to be a inn and tavern.
Sleep time.
Yeah.
Sleep time.
Great.
Or like drink time. Let's go, Emelyne.
Yeah, Emmeline's like she's still got blood on her and whatnot. Probably like a little bit dried on her nose.
It's been a couple days since your battle with the wyverns, so actually you guys have all had long rests. You can
Super
rearrange your
sweet.
characters as such. Because
I
to
thought-
get through the tunnels to Rebellion, it takes several days.
Oh,
I just wasn't sure if I got the opportunity to, bathe during that time. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, you get magically cleaned, so you're fine.
Sweet.
Little druid craft to make you smell nice.
Yeah, she needs it.
She always smells slightly like dead people.
And formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you approach the doors to the tavern, a dwarf stumbles out with this bright, like auburn hair, these green eyes, and stumbling with a tankard in his hand. Face plants into the gutter.
Does anyone speak that language?
Definitely not.
Naoki.
Ask me when I'm a little bit more inebriated.
As I say, I thought I heard you say something like that a couple days ago.
Emelyne would like to go in and up to the counter and order the fruitiest wine they have. The whole bottle of it.
Jesus.
Fruitiest.
Yeah.
Like a nice Riesling.
So the fruitiest wine they have is actually a mulled wine. So it is a wine that has been seeped with spices and other like kind of, savory is a word that you can choose, but it's not quite accurate. More like tart and I guess savory fruits or herbs like June berries, which are the female part of the female version of pine cone, cranberries, rosemary, that sort of thing. A lot of those sort of things. Root spices that you find in this area. There's not a whole lot of like sweet wines that they have. A lot of their distillery is done through hardy crops, things that can survive the environment of the mountain that you'd find it in. So a lot more ales or beers, things that can rest and have that sort of.
So no rum.
Rum is something that you won't exactly find here.
Fuck.
Rum is made from the byproduct of sugarcane processing, which is molasses, which is then fermented and then.
I'll take one beer then.
One beer. A dark brown ale with a very. What's the one I want to look for? You know that when you make a root beer float, for example, and like the ice cream kind of turns into like a very thick foam
like curdles
on top. Yeah, a little bit on top. That's basically what you have here. It's a red ale, and the foam at the top of the beer, the head of the beer, is just very viscous and thick.
I'll drink it, but I won't make any nice faces.
To say the thick head of the beer, but I'm just gonna say it. That's because that's what it is.
I will make disgusted faces.
a dwarf that has spectacles on the end of his nose, a twisted handlebar mustache that comes to a very fine waxed point, recommends this beer that has a really big bite to it. As you drink it, it kind of has this skunky taste. It's like hazy as you look into it as well, and you can see like the yeast resting at the bottom. The best way I can describe to it. He's basically recommending an IPA to you all. So
is it like a good IPA or like the classic like so bitter it would grow hair on your chest?
It's very bitter.
This is a shit range of alcohol in this place.
They don't serve any like a sherry or anything like that. Some a little aperitif before we have some food.
Nothing clear. That's lame.
Nope, you won't find any of that here. Barkeep says he comes up, wiping a mug, spits on it, keeps
available
polishing.
rooms?
I do. How many rooms you looking for?
3 to 6.
3 to 6. That is quite the range. Give me a moment. Let me look at my ledger. Is there any food that you'd want at the time, or no?
Yes. Yes.
Food, definitely.
Food.
Do we have any
Yes.
dietary
Yes.
restrictions? No. All right. Well, I'll just get you some food then, and let me get some notes on the ledger.
Of course.
Great.
That's crammed.
And how much did this run me?
I'll
She's
think.
gonna hold up that herbal wine you were talking about earlier. Just that bottle.
The wine is 8 copper a glass.
Okay. And there's what, like 4 glasses in the bottle?
So the entire
3?
bottle of the wine would actually be 2 silver. So it's a little
Sick.
bit
Let's
less
do that.
than the 4 glasses would be. That's
I'll
actually
split it with
about
you.
2/3
I'll get
the
your own.
cost.
I'll get 2 of those so that we can both have one.
All right, so 4
Okay.
silver. 4 silver.
Thanks.
For a round of drinks for all of you, you can go ahead and mark off like 5 copper if you're just getting like 1 ale or something at the time. 5 copper per thing. The food that will be brought out is very cholesterol filled food. You're in potatoes just loaded with fixins like butter, garlic, There's bacon mixed in there as well. Red potatoes with the peels that have been shredded down. It has a very, like you can get the tanginess of the sour cream mixed with the garlic and everything. All the other seasonings go in there. You get fried onions with this zesty sauce that you get to dip them in as well. The meat is like roasted goat and boar that they caught in the mountainside. And they also, you can imagine that they have some corrals or herds here and there of these animals. Very, you know, the gristle kind of just like will drip down your chin as you bite into it. It's delicious. The goat meat is rich. Some of it still like is still attached to the bone where you have to like kind of eat around it. And then for dessert, they call it black pudding, which is like a baked, kind of like a cake or a pudding that you would find, very British style pudding, I'll say, but it's like chocolate and dark and rich, not very sweet.
Is the professor still with us, or has he gone off on his own?
He had, I forgot to mention that he said he had some things he had to go check in on the city, and he'll find you in the morning.
Cool, yeah.
Are there any card games happening within the tavern, or darts or arm wrestles?
There are some games of chance happening around, mostly cards. Did you want to try?
Yes.
Okay.
Emelyne will walk on up with her bottle in hand, look down her nose at all these dwarves and other individuals, and she'll take a seat at the table.
Buy-in is 2 silver for this round.
I'll put in 10 silver.
This is basically poker for anybody who wants to join. Texas Hold'em style.
I don't know how to play this.
I
don't know how
will
to play it
help
either.
you. So, think
It's
of it
okay,
as
we
if
rock
you know
on
how to
it.
play Yahtzee, it's kind of like that. So the way that by a show of hands, who has 2 silver, who would like to play the Texas Hold'em style poker? All right, so I got everybody. Cool. To start,
We just took over the table.
you're all playing against each other, of course.
Question before we start.
Yes.
Does there happen to be a loose deck on another table that Valerie could pocket on the way?
Make
Somebody
a
might not notice.
perception check.
Okay.
There
That's
does appear to
16.
be a deck of cards not being played with. I will say that anytime you would try to cheat, it would require a sleight of hand check. Every time you try to slip a card in or something. So this would be a higher DC, but you can try if you so choose.
I mean, if she can slip a card in, I'll let you know. That might be an option.
Okay. So for the most part, the way that this is going to work is the beginning of the game, you're all dealt 2 cards that you keep secret to yourself. And we're going to simulate this by rolling D12s as a GM roll. Okay. So, can I have everybody please roll a GM roll for me, please? 2D12. I will
Is
also
that just slash GM?
slash GM space 2D12.
Or if you hit the dice icon, you can click the GM roll button and just like click through there on the right bar, left bar. Sorry.
I was gonna say I clicked the whisper GM thing.
I am sending everybody a link here that's going to give you the poker hands and their rank. I'm going to put that in roll 20 though. So just to give you a little bit of help.
I'm locking in. It's time to gamble.
I was
So
gonna say I've got no clue how to play this.
the most basic the most basic hand, the lowest hand in poker is high card. So a 12 would be your high card, right? From there, you go to one pair, which is 2 cards the same. So I'm going to start rolling dice that you guys keep your 2 cards the same the entire game. And then you can bet based off of, or drop out based off of how well you think you're doing as far as the odds go. So let me go ahead and take note of everybody's hands that you got. And that will help me kind of like guide you all through this process. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm keeping it in order too. So there's only 2 other dwarves. There's only 2 dwarves sitting here at this table. Okay.
So I mark off 2 silver to start.
Yeah. And once you put money into the pot, you don't get it back because you drop out. Like, it's gone. Right? We'll do 1 hand just so we're not like making this way more complicated than it needs to be, right? Next up is okay.
Gotta have one person cheating at the table. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're not
I
sorry.
still don't have a
So
fucking
one
clue
hand.
what's going on.
It's fine.
We'll
It's fine.
try our best.
A deck
I
of
think if
cards
you
has
send-
13 per suit anyway, and we only have D12, so technically we could have done a D13, but that's not something that people who want to imitate this with their own dice can do. So, you know. And finally we have Megan. Got those 2 numbers.
Naoki's gonna raise his.
All right, so based off of the cards that you currently have, the betting amount is 1 silver. If you feel like you can do better than, if you feel like you can try to like get people to drop out because you want to seem confident, or you can lie, you can raise that amount and then everybody else has to match it to stay in the game. Okay, so the 2 dwarves, you go ahead and roll theirs as well.
May the best person win.
Tram's
I
got a really
intend
good
to.
poker face.
Drop out now, guys.
All right, so the first dwarf, we'll just say the male dwarf, is going to put in 1 silver. And then we'll go to Chloe. Do you want to call or do you want to fold? Fold means you're out of the game.
I want to call.
All right, so mark
With
1 silver.
2 silver.
Oh, you're going to raise a silver.
Yeah, we're
All
gonna
right.
raise.
Okay. Guy, do you call, raise, or fold?
Valerie's gonna call. So just 1 silver less, right? Or is it
So
2
it's
now?
2 now.
2 now, okay.
2 to call. So if you want to see
Yeah,
the
2 to
game,
call.
it's 2 silver. Isaac,
Call.
call. Jeremiah,
Call.
okay. Josh,
I'm going to call as well.
Megan,
Call.
okay. And the female dwarf will call as well. So that is 8 people have all put in 2 silver. Right now the pot is 32 silver.
Nice.
The first round. Now I'm going to roll 3d12. That is everybody's cards. These are the cards that get put in the middle of the table that you count. Everybody counts as part of their hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we have a 6, a 2, and a 10. So if you have a 2 and a 10, not saying that anybody does or not, you currently have 2 pair, right? Let's say you have just 1. That means you have 1 pair. so on and so forth. Okay. By the way, for the sake of simplicity, there will not be any flushes. Just 5 cards of the same suit. There's no suits in this. There's no way to do that. So that also means there can't be any like royal flushes or straight flushes. Okay, so based off of that, the male dwarf is going to put in 5 silver for his bet. So, Chloe, you can raise, call, or fold based on how confident you are feeling.
We'll call.
We'll call. Guy, 5 silver.
You said 5 silver, huh? I want to insight Emelyne.
So ask a question, and then I will let you. I'm gonna have Emelyne, whether she's telling the truth or not, roll deception.
Emelyne, you're very confident. You must have a good hand to start.
Do I roll my deception now?
Yeah, go and roll your deception and say what you're thinking.
I'm a natural at this game. I don't think you guys know what you're up against.
And announce what you got for your deception. A 6.
Yeah.
Go and roll your insight there.
20.
20. Okay. She feels, I would say, like a little shaky, but you know.
I'll raise 2 gold.
Okay, so just went from 5 silver to 2 gold. So, Emelyne, you can put in another 15 silver if you want to stay in the game, or you can fold.
Fine, I shall put in another 15 silver.
Okay.
It's gonna
So,
be fair.
Isaac, 2 gold, or you can fold. Or
2
raise.
gold.
2 gold. All right. Jeremiah.
I'll match that.
Josh.
I'm gonna fold.
Josh folds. All right.
I don't even have 2 gold.
He's all in, boys. Okay, Megan.
I'll match it as well.
All right. And then the female dwarf, she's out. So she's out. So, and then the male dwarf will call. So we have 2 players out of the 8. So 6, 12 gold was added to the pot. We currently have 12 gold, 32 silver. So about 15 gold, roughly, in the current pot at stake here, everybody. All right. Now, only 1 more card gets flipped over to be added to everybody's hand. Yeah? I will roll it in the same place I rolled the last one.
So what I've got and what you've rolled, is that what, like, I've got fully, if that makes sense?
So you have your 2 numbers that you GM rolled to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yep.
you also have a 6, a 2, a 10, and a 7.
Cool.
As does everybody else for the 6, 2, 10, and 7.
I'm going to do a thing. I want to
Okay.
swap a card.
Okay.
Swap cards.
I will need a sleight of hand check.
And that's a bad roll.
That is a bad roll. Does anybody have a passive perception higher than 10? 10 or higher?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. If
Yes.
if you have a passive perception that is 10 or higher, you can call Valerie out on her cheating if you so choose.
Emelyne is just gonna hardcore side eye Val. Hard side eye.
Diablo will as well.
Naoki's just gonna put a pink flower on their nose.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Did the dwarf seem to notice?
The dwarf, whether they noticed or not, did not say anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Do I have to tell? Do I have to tell you what I swapped it to?
Yeah. Just DM me. You swapped. The male dwarf who's still in the game, he is going to put in. He's like, all right, we got big spenders at the table tonight, and he is going to put in 5 gold to start his
5 gold.
God damn.
I feel like this is the most escalating game of poker I've ever. Like, 5 gold's like an end of a night bet, no? For these people.
Chloe.
I'm gonna raise
To what?
by 10 gold.
What the fuck?
Are you gonna raise it?
15?
Are you gonna raise it up to gold? Or are
Goddamn
you gonna
woman.
raise it to 10?
To 10.
Okay.
What are we at now?
We're at
Is it 5?
So you're
Okay,
you're
yeah,
raising
so
it. You're
5.
raising him 5 is what you want to how you say
Yes.
that. So currently
Okay.
to call it's 10 gold, everybody, or 1 platinum, which is like the annual salary of a peasant. But you know, here we are. Dee, what are you doing?
I will call.
Okay, so
So she puts in 10 more gold.
10. All right, Naoki.
I'll call.
Okay, Jeremiah.
So the bet's 10. That's a little crazy.
To stay in.
To stay in 10. Diablo's gonna fold.
All right.
How's the dwarf feeling right now? Is he good? Valerie will kind of look at him saying, you are the expert here, but, you know, I hope that this is not a little too rich for the hand you're holding.
I'm feeling mighty confident, but maybe it's just the ale.
Jesus.
Are you trying to inside him?
Yeah.
He's telling the truth. He's feeling very confident in his hand. What is everybody's passive perception at the moment?
Mine's 11.
11,
Mine's 15.
12.
12, 15.
I
Mine's
got
on
11.
Okay. And then so Diablo folded. Thalia, are you still in the game?
Yeah.
All right, so Thalia calls. So we now have 5 people added 50 gold to the pot. The pot currently stands at so much. 65 gold and 2 silver.
Ew.
All right. All right. This is the last card that you get, everybody. This is the last card you get to add to your hands. It is a 1. So right now you have a 6, 2, 10, 7, and a 1.
Mic check. I'd be a jerk. It's not.
The dwarf is gonna look at all of you. All right. I'm going to make this interesting. And he's going to put a dagger on the table. The dagger has a bejeweled hilt, a nice curve that comes to a point, and it has a silver filigree on the hilt itself, with the jewel being this very sparkly deep blue sapphire in the pommel. Also,
Not bad.
I want it.
it's enchanted.
Ooh.
I would say that the call is whatever you have left in your pockets, or 200 gold.
Jesus.
Oh, fuck.
I don't want to take you for all your worth for coming to my table uninvited.
I got a fold.
Emelyne folds.
Valerie's gonna clear out her personal pocket purse.
How much is that?
67 gold, 1 silver, and 5 copper.
Okay. Can you put that in a message for me? What is Naoki doing?
I'm just gonna empty out my little flower bag. Just a bunch of flowers and 49 gold, silver, and 9 copper fall out of it, along with petals.
Oh, yeah?
Fuck it, I've got 74 gold. Enjoy. Okay, why not?
All right.
This is about to be the richest little dwarf ever.
So, the cards are revealed. The dwarf has a 7 and a 10 for a 2 pair in his hand.
Oh shit.
Wow.
That's a problem.
As well as Valerie. Valerie has a 2 pair. Naoki does not have anything. Naoki had a 4 and a 12 for nothing. And then Megan has a straight.
Wow.
Megan has an 8 and a 9, so Megan has a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Megan wins.
Woohoo! Good job.
So congratulations. Isaac, how much money did you put in the pot?
Just 49.
49.
And some change.
Okay, can you message that to Megan, please, so she can add to her pockets? Gee, you as well. So, Megan, you can add. Let me see here.
How the fuck did I do that then?
65 gold and 2 silver.
I'm gonna try this down. 65 gold, 2 silver.
And then whatever Guy and Isaac message you. My favorite part is that Megan didn't know that she had a really good hand the entire
I knew
time.
I knew I had a 6, 7, 8, like 9 and 10, but I didn't know like whether it was better or worse than that.
Listen, after my first sleight of hand check, I was not testing my luck anymore.
Does that mean I get my 74 gold back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever money you put in, you basically got back, but it's easier just to deduct it from your pocket and then add it back in as like, you know, the total that you won, right?
So what, 65 gold?
You also have a +1 dagger, which as a this is a homebrew magic item, which as a bonus action you can recall to your hand after it is thrown.
Ooh. Very nice.
The dagger
Oh
of
my
returning.
lord.
Oh my god,
Ooh.
that is such a good weapon.
Ooh.
Dagger returning is so good. Valerie, look at the dwarf saying, that's a unfortunate luck on your part there. But looks like our human companion here beat us both.
He's going to slam down his hands onto the table and stand up. You were cheating, all of you.
I
I don't
suggest
even
you
know how to
calm
fucking
down.
play this game, man.
And he's going to
Shut up.
knock another mug off the table and storm away.
Diablo, okay, he's gone.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Well, he was partially correct.
Yeah.
We didn't say anything, so it's fine.
You know, that's a risky move, Al.
It was a risky move, but push comes to shove. He starts a fight and you get to punch him. So it seemed like it'd be fair in the end.
Yeah, fighting was all fun and all that, but what if he calls the guards on us? We just got here.
This time his breath stinks again.
You know, we're just passing through. We want as little problems as possible while we're in this city.
I can make a getaway. I don't know about the rest of you though.
Here comes the
Where to?
As you're
Where
having
to?
this
Which
conversation,
gate?
another figure sits down at the table where it's just the six of you sitting. Renatus is out, taking the horses to a stable. It is a tabaxi man who has black fur, green eyes, like a panther. Sits down, starts like kind of twirling a coin between his fingers. You know that cheating and gambling is punishable by losing your hand if you're caught in this city.
Oof. Good
I
thing no
think
one
it
was
is
cheating.
A good thing that you did not get caught, little lady.
Of course. But what's the fun of it if you don't take a little risk now and then, huh?
Anyway,
Dun, dun, dun.
I just wanted to let you know. You all have a nice night. And he pushes
Thank
his
you,
chair
sir.
back and stands up. Grabs his cloak,
Would
grabs
you
his
like-
shoulder.
Would you like to have a drink with us?
No, I'm about done for the night.
Do you have a coin purse? I kid. He's not actually looking for his coin purse.
While that happens,
He walks
Emelyne
away.
would like to return to the counter, to the barkeep, to see about that ledger. I don't remember getting an answer.
Right, so I got 4 rooms available, but the 2 of them are very small.
That's all right. We'll take all 4.
All right, how many nights will you be staying?
Just the one.
One night. That will be for the 4 rooms. Let me look at my. So these rooms are comfortable. Per room, it's 8 silver pieces. So for 4 rooms, I'm sorry, 2 of them are small, so those are going to be modest. 16 to 26 silver. 2 gold, 6 silver.
Sweet.
For
Emelyne
the
will
one
go
night.
ahead and hand that over, as well as 2 more silver for another bottle. And she will return to her companions.
Yeah. I would like to know for flavor reasons that the bottle is like this green bottle that comes down and then comes to it curves out quite a bit with this kind of brown twine mesh that wraps around the bulbed out part as well.
I can see it in my head already. Yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't now have enough for a room now, so that's, going to be how it is.
I figured some of us could share.
Sharing's fine.
Saves us a little bit of money, so I'm not against it. We've done it in the past.
No problem here.
I can share with Renatus. We both sleep strangely anyway, so.
I was going to say, Renatus needs somebody with him who will call out in the night if we get attacked.
I can do that.
I can room with you, Talia.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm not sleeping in a room with the men.
You can join us. I can sleep on the
course.
floor. You can
Girls'
have girls in
room.
bed.
I think Talia's probably more used to sleeping on the floor.
I want a bed for once.
Talia, I would keep that money close. We don't know who might come for it in the night.
Yes, you do have a fat purse now.
Mm-hmm.
and his dagger.
Yes. I will keep that in my hand, actually. So if anyone tries to come near me, I just stab them.
On that note, I believe I shall retire myself and paint myself to sleep. Good night. And she'll head up to the room.
Okay.
Whichever one the girls are claiming.
I'm gonna cast alarm on Talia's, like the door they're sleeping on, and let all of us don't trigger the alarm. But anyone who isn't us is gonna trigger the alarm if they like walk through the door.
Okay.
Just in case.
Good idea. Good idea.
So, Mr. DM. Valerie's feeling a little poor right now. So, she's gonna get changed into some plain traveling clothes and head out for a little bit.
Okay.
And try and find a purse.
Everybody else, can I have you deafen, please?
Just waiting on Isaac.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure it out.
It's
I don't know how to deafen on mobile.
Oh, mobile.
Or not mobile. Computer.
All right. So, Valerie, as you head out into the night, it is very quiet. Despite this being a very big city, it doesn't seem to have a lot of past the hours, like, you know, the drinking hours.
Yeah.
When people, it doesn't seem to have a very active nightlife, at least not on this particular day. The air has a kind of stale sense to it at the moment. It's neither cold nor warm. It's just comfortable.
Yeah. She would do the somatic components for disguise self and shift into the shape of an older dwarven man. The clothes seem to fit still, so she's less obvious.
Okay.
If possible, potentially the face, well, let's say the face of the man that they were playing poker with, actually, to be more specific.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, not that much going on there, but she's going to kind of look for somebody out of place who might have a little bit of spare gold in their pocket. There has to be someone.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, I do not know if that actually. Sorry, everything just crashed for a second, so give me a second. Get actual dice. This is a new problem. It's actually my Chrome that crashed. Okay. Okay, so that's 19 plus my perception, I think it's a +2 to +4 once I pull it up, but it's pretty good perception check.
Okay.
Oh, who'd we lose?
It's fine.
Okay.
You got a 5 for your perception check?
19 plus
19.
like, I just don't remember my perception modifier, but it's over 20.
Okay. Looking around as you're kind of walking throughout the city, you find that there is there's a couple walking. They have finer looking clothes on.
Mhm.
Not exactly commoners in the way that they're dressed. As far as you know, as far as like you know what you have to go off of versus your knowledge of the city. As you continue to walk, do you pursue them?
Yeah, try to keep slowly catch up pace with them, but not do it like suspiciously. You know, kind of like approaching them, but not like if they look back, it'll just be like every time they look back over their shoulder, this dwarven man is just a little bit closer. He just a faster pace walk, right?
Okay.
Don't want to run up.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check for me, please. Not like you're necessarily sneaky, but you're trying to be inconspicuous.
Yeah. Just 1 sec, it's back up now. It's a 19.
19. So as you're walking, you're kind of like getting a little bit closer to them as they are walking the streets. As you are following them, they turn a corner around a building.
Hmm.
Do you go around the corner?
Yes. Pick up pace a little bit to catch up stealthily.
As you turn the corner, you get a glimpse of something that has just transpired in a flash of a moment. The look of one of the woman in this the couple being grabbed and pulled into a covered cart, almost like a I wouldn't say a jail cart, but similar to it. It does have like bars, just no crest of the city.
Okay.
And with a quick snap of the reins, you are unnoticed due to your stealth check. The cart speeds away after I have just pulled this couple into it.
Crap. There's no way that she can pursue too fast. It's a cart, so.
It is a horse, but you can try to if you want, or you could not.
Yeah, it was just they're both in the cart, so.
Correct.
Split decision. Probably not the kind of thing she wants to screw with, and I don't know if she could make it up, so she's going to look for another target.
All right, go to make a perception check.
Yeah.
There
That's an
is
11.
a man walking home. It appears he does. He's stumbling a little bit. Appears to be drunk.
Yeah.
Not quite as wealthy looking, but he's the only one that you're spotting at this moment in time.
Sure. We'll, if he's not paying attention, does the little disguise self spell component again and shifts into a dwarven female's face now.
Okay.
Kind of comes up towards him. Trying to do a little bit of a drunken stagger herself.
Okay, go roll for deception.
Yes. 17.
17. Appears to be believable. You managed to get closer to this individual without them seeming to pay you much mind.
Yeah. And walks up a little bit closer. And going to dagger inside of the sleeve, just going to try and slice his coin purse off if she can find it.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah. 15.
15. Okay. Easily enough, there is a coin purse that you managed to cut off very seamlessly and are able to pocket. What would you like to do from there?
Going to just turn on her heel and go back the other way. Very quietly.
All right. And we'll say that you go to bed.
Yeah. How much did I get?
I'll message you.
Yeah. And we'll drop the disguised self back to Valerie upon finding a quiet place and head back to the
All right. So you all awaken the next morning to the hustle and bustle of the city outside. There are people going by, carts being driven. There are tons of voices and conversation that you can hear through the windows. What would you all like to do?
In the markets.
Can I find the barkeep or something and ask them where the markets would be?
Right. So the markets would be right outside the gates to the inner part of the city.
Okay.
That would be towards the center, laddie.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I'll keep, if you have just a moment. That doesn't have to be any fighting arenas, anything like that here. Not like a big arena, but, you know, sort of, one might call them smaller establishments, single fighters and single ring kind of fights.
Not really.
No. You would think people would look out for some kind of entertainment, you know, the champion of the people kind of fights.
That's really something that you find up in Iana, and by, you know, he leans in. I heard that in the Dorganol Kingdom they have a really big fighting ring where people fight beasts that they manage to capture, and the winner gets a very big reward.
Fighting against beasts. It's interesting.
In the city of Borgishan.
Borgishan. Okay, that's good to know. Let's say if you saw there's nothing like that close by. I mean, I know that. I just looking to.
Elnira, not really.
It seems like an opportunity for the future. Or does the kingdom ban that kind of entertainment?
I mean, mostly for entertainment here, we drink.
Okay.
That's it. That's what we leave it at.
I tried. She does mention the fighting arena in Borgishan to Diablo before they head out, though.
It's a bit of a ways away, but it's something to keep in mind for sure.
Of course. Hopefully we'll find something small in the waste. It's been a little bit of time since you've had a good prize fight, huh?
Yeah, I will say I prefer fighting people, though.
Yes. Off to the market, I suppose.
All right. At this point, the professor will rejoin all of you. I did some explorations of the city last night. Stayed at a friend's house. It appears that there's some things that I need to attend to here. Official matters. If you don't mind, after all, I am paying you quite a bit. We might need to stay here just a day or two longer, if that's okay.
That is perfect.
Sounds good.
By me?
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and tend to this matters. And are you staying at this tavern during that time?
I believe so.
Yes. So
Okay.
we'll have to rebook the room.
Okay. He'll take this and he'll hand you a stone with a face, making it has like a really big grin on it. This here, if there is anything that you need to say to me once a day, it'll allow you to send a message to me magically, but it only works once a day. That's how I can find you, how you can find me. I will be getting that back.
It sounds pretty useful.
Oh,
I
So-
like it.
He will hand the sending stone to Pram.
Thank you. I will be wise in its use.
You seem the most responsible, to be honest with you.
I am.
Rude.
not very nice.
Sorry. Valerie will go back to the innkeeper and pay for an additional 2 nights of rooms for the party. How
Are
much
you
was
not
that
poor?
again? How much was the rooms for at night? I wasn't paying
it
attention
was
because I was poor.
26 silver for one night
26 silver. Okay.
for the 4 rooms we had.
Did you actually ask her if she's poor?
Yes. I thought you were poor.
It's okay. I had a little bit of a small performance last night on the street and got a little bit of spare money.
Roll deception.
Was it
for
your
me,
beautiful
please.
singing?
26.
Was it your beautiful singing? Wow.
Everyone believes that lie.
Everyone believes
Yeah.
that lie. I don't think. Do you have a +6 to your insight? What's your insight?
Yeah, that was a natural 18, so that's hard to beat.
Jesus Christ.
Nobody here
Yeah.
has a +6 to their insight. It's impossible for you to contest that roll. So,
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
even a natural 20 wouldn't win.
Well, to the
I'm a
market
+4.
then.
Not plus.
as you're walking to the market, is there anything that you guys would like to talk about, say, do, prepare for?
Adia, you might want to be a little bit more careful with your purse. Huh? It sounds a little heavy.
I took it in and make sure it's not visible. No one's taking my money. I will not.
I have a very fun trick for you as well. You should one fun thing in a place with a lot of pickpockets is you get a second coin purse and you fill it with just like cheap metal coins.
Can I just
so
fill it with rocks?
Well, but you want it to feel like it's actually full of coins. So you get cheap discard metal that are little discs, and you just fill it with that. That way, somebody pickpockets you, they go with the easy purse, and they find out that they got just a bunch of useless hollow iron.
That's a good idea.
Help
I
for
want to.
themselves.
Yes, I want to buy another coin purse then.
As you get to the market, you realize that this is a massive affair. There are many shops, there are stalls, there are all sorts of things going on around here. As you are entering the area, and the most notable thing is in the very center, there's kind of this massive garden. In one way, it has it's kind of like a common area. There's tables, fountains, topiaries, all sorts of things. Kind of like think of it as in literally any festival you go to, or like the mall, like where the food court would be, basically where people can come together and can look through things that they bought. They can eat food, that sort of thing. Just sit down and relax in the center of it all.
Beautiful.
Does that look like? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, it's okay. I was just wondering if we
Okay.
wanted to go split or not.
Is there something specific you're looking for?
I just somewhere to sell my goods is what I'm looking for specifically, but I don't quite know where in this huge market I would do that.
So the kind of goods that you bought were mostly like spices. So you're looking for something roughly that would be like a general goods store, or most likely a more high-end a tavern where they would appreciate these kind of products more.
Yeah. I also have clothes as well. If there's anywhere around here that looks like they would want them.
Are these just like normal clothes?
I wrote clothes. So
Okay,
that's
so
one
probably general goods
clothes.
store.
So a general goods store is where,
Yeah.
like a high-end fancy one. That's where I want to go.
You're gonna have to get custom for your body.
Some what?
Custom clothing, because you're shaped like a robot.
How
I've got
much
custom
money
clothing.
did you
It's like-
invest in?
49 gold altogether. I've got 3 saffron, so 3 crates of saffron, 1 cloves, and 1 ginger.
Okay, so 49 gold total.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Valerie's carrying them in the bag, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you managed to find this representative of a tavern inside the inner ring of the city. It is a elf with this like long white hair that's tied back into a ponytail, or a braid, sorry. And simply is going about the market, looking at different produce, that sort of thing. Go ahead and roll an investigation for me, please.
Okie dokie. Investigation. 15. Oh, I whispered that
15.
accent.
So yeah, the person that you know, I meant to free to roll the investigation first. That's my bad. Sorry. From this, the what do you want to say to them?
Well, good evening, sir. I've got some goods you might be interested in here. I don't have too many, as I'm not quite able to carry as much as I would like, but only the best.
All right. Well, let me have a look at your wares, and you know, he opens up the bag that you have, or whatever you show him to him. It's
They're in the bag of
49.
holding.
Well,
So
Yeah,
whatever. He's
Valerie-
got 'em out,
Valerie-
so
Valerie would have produced them to say that the high quality goods imported through in there, yeah.
make a persuasion check.
is that with advantage? Because
With
you know we're
advantage.
gonna help. Is that me or Valerie?
Do you want a persuasion check and you want me? Because
I'll do it.
okay, I got a plus 11, just so you know.
Or +8, and I'm selling. I'm gonna do this for the team. Don't worry, guys.
I'm just helping you. Yeah.
And 11.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah, you
No, they're
did it.
good.
Oh, fucking hell.
I will admit they're less. They're more difficult to find in this area, but not impossible. But we can make do with this amount of goods. I will give you 60 gold for the lot.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Seems fair to me.
That's a profit of 12 gold. It's actually a relatively small investment that you guys made overall,
Yeah.
but it is 12
I
gold.
didn't have
Yeah.
time. Okay.
It's pocket change for Thalia.
Yeah, I'll hand them over.
Is this for
what's-
everything, including the clothes? Or just the spices?
Just the spices.
Oh. Okay. So the ginger and the saffron?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. The
Okay.
the clothes were part of the stuff that you bought, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just throw that in there as well.
Okay. Coolio.
So overall, for everything, all 48 gold's worth of product, you get 60 gold.
Coolio. Not bad.
I don't want this account. I just want to see. Yeah.
Not being shady.
Well, helps when you roll a 13 and not an 8.
I know.
I didn't roll an 8, I rolled a 3.
3 and a 2.
Ah!
The dice were not with you, but it's a fair profit.
No. I made 12 gold. Thank you
Is there
very much,
anything
sir.
else that in the market that you're looking for specifically? Everybody.
A jeweler, like rings or
Okay.
necklace.
Walking in, you find a jeweler shop that's one of the storefronts, not a stall, close by. walking in, there is a dwarven woman with this red hair. Every finger has a ring on it. She has a bright smile to her face, a nice dress that is green, emerald green to match her eyes. And she looks at you. Oh, hello. How can I help you?
Hello. I was wondering if you had any perhaps enchanted jewelry here?
Well, you would be looking for an enchanter's shop, but there are many times when somebody would buy something from my store and take it to someone with a magical capability to enchant it in order for it to be enchanted.
Of course.
Is there a particular enchantment that you're looking for when it comes to such refinery?
I was
Every
hoping
motion
to
makes you like
spend.
jingles, like the chains cling together, the fingers, the bands, the rings kind of cling together as well.
I was hoping to spin the Wheel of Fate. Emmeline's going to. Are there like is there jewelry out on
Yes, there's
display?
display cases and that sort of thing. It's a very nice.
She's just gonna be
store.
looking through. Do you know the location, perhaps, of this enchanter that you spoke of?
I do have one that I would recommend. It's on the it's about 3 doors down. They have mostly accessories, that sort of thing. But if you go 3 doors down, you'll find the shop there. It's very hard to miss.
Great. I'll see if any of those are my style, and if not, I'll come back for a custom piece to get enchanted myself.
Very well. I also have loose gemstones available if anyone is interested in buying those as well. Sometimes people look for such things.
Let's perhaps not talk about loose gemstones for this moment.
I was gonna say I don't trust having gemstones by themselves.
Do you
No,
purchase potential collectibles, rare goods?
I do make purchases from time to time.
She's gonna pull out the gold leaf box with the stone figurines of animals in it, which we haven't identified, but
Right.
Yeah. Let me. This is a DMG moment.
maybe this is just a random thing. Maybe we're at the sell a powerful magical item.
So
Maybe.
this is on the treasure table. So you said it's a what box?
It's a gold leaf box with stone figurines of animals. We never bothered to identify it, I guess, to see for magic.
Okay. Yeah. How much are you asking for?
I mean, what would Valerie think the appraised value of that would be?
Make a wisdom check. Do you
Wisdom
have
check.
Do you have any proficiency with like jewelers kits or anything like that?
No, anyone in the party
Yeah,
might.
make a wisdom check. This is more like a street knowledge sort of thing.
Okay, this is not going well.
And you're the one
17.
who asked. You asked
Yeah.
for yourself. You can't ask anybody else to be in this. You can imagine that this you can't quite get the exact amount. But you would guess if you had to throw a number out there, this could be worth anywhere between 150 to 300 gold.
I was thinking of 330 gold to start.
This is also assuming that's not magical or anything like that. Oh, well, that's quite a number. Well, how would you say 200 gold for this exquisite piece of art?
So trying to get a read off of her to see, is she like trying to take advantage of Valerie in this case?
Make an insight check.
19.
19. It's definitely worth a little bit more than 200 gold, but she's also trying to be a good businesswoman. She's trying to get the best deal that she can.
So
herself.
the problem here is I'm trying to determine I of course don't want you to lose money on this exchange, but I do believe that it is worth a little bit more for sale than 200 gold, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know, I do have to make money from this object, but I actually know an expert for gold leaf boxes with figures in it, so I'm gonna go ahead and send them a message to come and tell us the evaluation of this product.
Of course, that would be fair.
This pawn's starting to go.
Absolutely, I'm all on board with this. And her stupid son walked in, and he's gonna take 500 gold for it.
A moments later, this woman comes in who's an art professor at the college here,
Who was actually in behind.
Veiled. She has a doctorate specializing in gold leaf boxes with stones.
Can anyone ritual cast identify while we wait for this?
Does anybody have identify?
No.
Daka did.
Damn.
We don't talk about him anymore. Because he's off to save his friend. Yeah, so let's see what this expert has to say.
This box seems to be the work of Krandistan. A okay elvish craftsman from about 100 years ago before he made this piece, I would assume. I would estimate it to be around 250 gold's worth market value. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's always nice seeing you.
So then we can say 225 would be a fair turnover. You get 25 gold in exchange.
I think that's
for
a
when you
fair
resend.
price. And 225 gold. It is sold.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Valerie will take a
Ew.
finder's fee for selling it. Of 25 gold and put 200 in the party
It's
funds.
just a 250 gold piece, art piece.
Yeah. So she's going to pocket 25 of the gold and put 200 into the party funds for now. Of course, thank you for your patronage.
Anything else you guys like to do in the store before you leave? Going once, going twice, done. The enchanter shop next.
Yes.
All right, so you walk into the enchanter shop. There's not anything necessarily here that sticks out to you in terms of its extravagance or anything like that. Rubalon, although it is a major trade port for the Silveria section of the continent, there is no magical college here. No major practitioners of magic. There are a few items here and there that you can peruse, but coming out is a very old dwarf, long gray beard that kind of like drags on the ground as he walks. There is these purple robes that he wears with, you know, tarnished jewelry that just hasn't been cleaned or kept in quite some time. Yes, how can I help you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, he puts these lenses on that are like this thick just to keep his eyesight. Just really thick glass lenses. Oh, hello, young person. How can I help you?
I was hoping to browse your wares. Perhaps you have some enchanted jewelry on clearance?
On clearance?
I think she would be suggesting items that you've been holding on to for some time that you're having trouble selling. In area, they have a clearance, so it's trying to clear back stock that maybe might not sell as well.
In an antsy way, clear ants.
There is. I have. Let me see what I have here. There are a few items here and there that I might have. I can't say much for clearance, though. I have a few rings available, a few necklaces, but that's about it, I must admit. Not a lot of magic items make their way through here these days. Not since the tears, of course.
Mm-hmm. May I look at those aforementioned rings and necklaces?
Of course, of course. I must ask, is there a particular price range you're looking for here?
About 100 gold maximum is my limit.
100 gold maximum. He kind of steers you away from the case he was walking you towards and into like, he just takes a wooden box and puts it on the counter and opens it up. There's like 3 rings there. This ring here, and you hold up a ring that has like a silver look to it. That has a little bit of like, you know, these blue gemstones here and there. This ring, when you are wearing it, will allow you to walk on water. It's quite useful.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a great swimmer, so that could be useful.
Very, very useful. And then you'll take another ring. It's a ring that is gold with a small red gemstone, princess cut in the top of it. This ring here, when you are in a particularly cold region like the mountaintops above us, you don't take as much vitality loss from being in severe cold.
Okay.
It also, if let's say you find a particularly nasty magic caster or white dragon, if they hit you with a spell with the elemental power of ice, it reduces that damage by a bit. Not completely, just a bit.
In the last one?
Yes, the last one. And he pulls a ring that's just like has a silver dolphin on it. This one will allow you to swim as if you were native to the water. It basically gives you a swim speed of 40 feet. Which normally when you're in water, you don't have a swim speed, your movement speed is halved. You can imagine that the reason why these rings aren't necessarily purchased is that one, Emelyne is a moderate to temperate region. Although winter is quickly approaching, you're heading towards the end of autumn. At the
well chosen words.
As you are heading towards the end of autumn, so it can get quite cold. It has been a rather cold mornings during the autumn, so you imagine that the ring of warming would be useful at some point.
I need a jacket then.
Does it give me a resistance to ice? Is that what I was hearing?
So basically what the ring of warmth does is if you take cold damage, that damage is reduced by 2d8. And then if you're in any freezing temperatures, anything you and everything you wear or are carrying is not harmed. So if you were in like a blizzard, for example, and everybody else is getting exhaustion from being in the cold or damage from being in the cold, you don't take that.
That's cool.
And then also there's not a whole lot of water travel in this area because the water regions are very dangerous. So there's never really a time to go out in the ocean. So other than like lakes and rivers, swimming or water walking might not be particularly useful, but that's also only on this plane of existence. You could also find yourself on the plane of water or somewhere where there's water that you might have to walk or swim in. But you know, that's probably why these rings in particular are not sought after as much.
Could you not technically use the ring of water walking to run across magma? I mean, you'd still burn your feet,
It's
but like not fall into
water. Magma is not water.
I mean, could you run over clouds because they're technically water? Let's test it.
Back to the question. So these are ones for about 100 gold, 150 gold's worth. That's the price range of these 3 rings.
I would like to purchase this golden one, the Ring of Warmth.
The Ring of Warmth. Very, very good choice. It would be 120 gold.
She'll hand it over. She doesn't feel like haggling right now.
Very good, very good.
120?
120 gold.
Sweet.
Of course, it's interesting. Now, does anyone else looking for anything, armor, weapons, shields?
I just want something to keep me warm, like a jacket or something.
That you would not get that from an enchanter, but she just bought something to keep herself warm.
Yeah.
I mean, it protects you from
Any
cold damage as
enchanted
well.
jackets that have warmth.
I do have a selection of cloaks that you might find enticing to take a look at if you are so interested.
Of course. We'll take a look at your cloak selection.
I was talking to the lady here.
She is also a lady.
The lady here.
Valerie stands next to Salia.
This one here.
This one?
You, yes.
Yes, if they have the properties to keep me warm.
Any cloak has that, but the extra effect is what makes them so special.
Yes, yes.
So the first one he's going to show you is this wonderful blue cloak with, as it fades to, it goes to like a kind of a green gradient. As you wear this cloak, you may force it or command it to look as if wind was billowing through it.
I love this cloak. It's my favorite cloak.
And it comes with a bargain. It is only 50 gold. It's literally a cloak that just looks like it's billowing when you so choose to make it happen.
It's the stupidest thing, and it's great.
I imagine that's not what you're looking for. What you look like the adventuring type when you're out and about and fighting things. What is it that you would say your combat style is about? Or do you go out and just run up and fight your enemy? Do you sneak about? Do you take the high ground and shoot fire from above?
I like to stay quite far away at first so I can use my bow, and then if needs be, I shall get closer with my sword.
I see. Perhaps this is something that you would find enticing, and he will pull out this cloak that is like this black leather, and it has like these 2 spiked looking tails or tentacles coming from it. This is one of the rarest cloaks that I have in my store. It will make you harder to place your exact location whenever you're standing about.
Cloak of displacement.
Correct. However, it is quite expensive. 3,000 gold.
Nah, man.
Yeah. A certain person dropped it when they ascended to Godhead.
There's multiple of a cloak.
I can't afford that, sir.
Would you potentially have... I know that there's some cloaks that make you harder to hear or harder to hit. Those would be very useful as well, would they not?
The last 2 cloaks I have available are ones made by elves to the south. He'll pull up a cloak that has like kind of a leaf pattern on the shoulders and a kind of a green fades down gold trim. This one will make it harder to notice you and easier to hide. It's called a Cloak of Elven Kind. It is 250 gold. It makes perception checks against you with disadvantage, and your dexterity checks, your stealth checks specifically, have advantage.
Very useful.
And the last one he has is a blue silverish cloak. It is a cloak of protection. It gives you +1 to your armor class.
Ooh. My stealth's already +7, so I feel like the how much is the one with the armor class, the bluish one?
Both of those are 250 gold.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, they're some of the most useful cloaks in the game.
Yes.
How much do you need?
I'm glad you won that poker game. That gets you part of the way.
How much extra do you need?
I'm on 255 gold, so I'd be left with 5.
I can give you like 25 towards it.
Ooh. Okay. So it'd be 225 for me. I think that's a... Because if I've already got +7 on stealth...
It's good, because it works even no matter how much you improve your armor, it will
Yeah.
always work.
Yeah.
Plus, if you get like studded leather armor, that also boosts your AC too.
And it's blue, so I look cool.
Yeah, you can also get it color customized however you want, technically. It's magic, man.
Quick, take it while he's not looking.
I'm almost gonna lean over to Val and just kind of whisper, how well protected do you think this is?
I don't think Emelyne, I wouldn't generally try anything with an enchanted. They tend to have magical protections on their goods.
Mm.
We're whispering this together. So does that make any drink you put in it really hot, DM? The mortar drink? Like it's just hot to the touch? Or is it always cold to the touch even if you put it in fire? There's my setup. Sorry, Megan. Valerie.
I would like the one that improves my armor class. I can't remember what it's called now, it's gone.
Cloak of Protection.
Protection. I am gonna do 225 towards it, and Cram is giving me 25 towards it to make your 250.
There's no way that we could get a bulk purchase bonus from that. I mean, our friend Emelyne just purchased. Yeah. What does that do?
Yes. Valerie's buying it. Valerie will put 15 gold in, so you can reduce the amount you spend even more.
Okay,
if she wants that Cloak of Many Fashions real bad.
I was gonna say, let me just calculate this. So 240 minus what you're giving 15. Cram's giving 25, so I need to give you...
And Cloak Protection for 240 gold, sorry.
So I need to give you 200. Cool. There you go, enjoy.
You have made my day.
Yeah. Now I'm warm.
Does it require attunement, or is it just a thing that
It
happens?
does not require attunement for this Cloak
Yeah.
of Many Fashions.
Valerie puts it on, and it's just instantly turns red with gold trim.
Gorgeous.
I'm so happy.
Lovely.
I'm so happy.
It
I don't
also
even
has
care
a
that you...
hood.
Yeah.
I look stunning.
Yeah.
Amazing.
She like twirls and it turns into like a plain black cloak. Twirls again and it's now like all gold.
Rex.
This is magnificent. Do you have your maker's mark on it so that I can let people know who created this?
Created what?
The Cloak of Many Fashions?
Oh, that sounds interesting. Perhaps I could take a look at it.
No, it's okay. This is great. So that was you were supposed to give her back at 20 gold change for what she gave you.
Make a deception check.
Sure.
Taking advantage of a frail old man.
How's 19?
That sounds about right. One moment, please. He reaches back over to the chest and will hand you back 25 gold.
Gives it
Oh
to Talia.
my.
Well, thank you for your your business. We are very happy with what you have sold us today.
It's been our pleasure. Thank you for stopping in. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Hello.
This is the shadiest episode for Valerie so far.
Just stealing and taking advantage of people.
For all you know, this was happening all along.
As the party begins to head out the door, it starts at a dull sound, very subtle, but then quickly the panic begins to spread through the crowd. You begin to hear shouts of alarm, people screaming to get away, as a group of dwarves appear to be attacking people. They have glowing red eyes and these black cracks that seem to spread across their skin as their veins. There's this red aura that kind of like emanates off them as they do so, as they appear to be completely feral in their behavior. And that is where we're going to take our mid-session break, everybody.
Oh shit.
So, welcome to the mid-session break. After we're done with this part and we start rolling our little video, it's gonna be about 15-20 minutes before we come back as we take this time to refresh ourselves, so on and so forth. And if you're just now joining us,
Well, I mean, I'm so sorry that you missed the early part of the session there. We're glad to see that you're just joining us. We're going to have a really fun time. But you know, while we're still playing this today, you can find us anywhere on the podcast networks or even watch our previous live plays on YouTube, where you can find a part of the session that most of the people in here didn't hear, but you can hear as an audience member. So we upload every Monday on the YouTubes. We play this every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time on the Twitch at Lich Souls, and all of the podcast networks. You can hear our lovely voices. And we play other things too.
thank you so much. So we give us about 15-20 minutes as we take this time to refresh ourselves. We'll be back momentarily. See you soon. And welcome back, everyone. So
Welcome back.
Boing.
Welcome back.
Hello, everybody.
let me give y'all here a visual
A
as you run
visual?
out into the alleyway next to the shop. There are.
Let's just run away.
You can.
Yeah, let's do that.
You all are going to be up here in the top middle section there.
Who came out first?
Ooh.
Oh, and Cram is doing Renatus, if Renatus is here.
Oh yeah.
Renatus is not here.
Oh, so he stayed by. Okay, good.
He had
He's
stuff.
sleeping with the
He
horses.
had stuff to go do.
Horsies.
I hope he's standing in a clothing store pretending to be a mannequin, scaring people when they get close.
All right, everybody on the map. So these dwarves that they like, let me just re-summarize what they look like. They have these glowing red eyes, like their entire eye is red, with these black lines kind of like going through from their eyes down, like where their veins are, that sort of thing. At some points, it looks like the skin is cracked or turning black itself. They have like this kind of red aura about them. And you watch as like one of the dwarves jumps onto somebody and starts to bite into their neck and tear out with like, it starts to spray all over the face. That's where they don't carry any weapons. They have elongated nails and all of that. With that, I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative.
Right to initiative.
Let's go.
Character roll initiative.
Ooh, not a bad roll.
Let's hope this actually works.
First good initiative roll.
23.
All right.
Damn, I'm the lowest.
Hey, Diablo. Take
Yep.
a 23.
Wonderful. 23.
Has it not worked with mine again?
You have to click your token first.
I do.
I
believe
told
you.
it didn't work.
Yeah, I don't believe you either, Megan.
I do it every time. But I got a 16.
I have to say, for the first time ever, it didn't work for me.
Oh, this is the last time we'll use your tokens, like these ones. For
Yeah.
yours. What'd you get there, Megan?
16.
Is everybody else on the turn order? I don't see Naoki.
I
on
am
the turn.
not.
I'm on there.
Let me try. Let me roll again and see if it'll throw me
I
on.
already see Naoki. I'm missing someone. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Valerie.
5. What'd you get for your initiative, Valerie?
I took 18. I gave Diablo my 23.
Okay.
I'll figure out why it's doing that.
All right. Let me roll the last 3 initiatives. Ooh. Ooh.
That.
I just love that I can give our martial characters like an early initiative boost.
I didn't roll like shit for once on initiative.
Haven't you only been in like 3 of them?
I have to say, 17 is not a crappy initiative.
No.
All right, everybody. So, angry dwarves. Oh, look, Zark's in chat. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and start. The one that is marked purple is going to start off the initiative order with 23 for his. Jeremiah, what is your dexterity stat?
+1.
All right, so he wins.
Okay.
He's gonna run up with lightning fast speed. These things are fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. As he moves a total of 55 feet.
Wow.
And he's going to take with his claws. And he's going to attack Diablo twice with them. That will be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right, that will be 6 points of slashing damage.
6 points of slashing damage.
And I need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Cool. A 9.
A 9. The part where they slash, it starts to burn as he's like this. You don't quite know what it is. Not poison, but the wound itself starts to fester and turn black and start to like the same lines that these creatures have begin to like spread across your arm where they slash down with its claws. He's gonna make a second slash attack against you. That is a 21 to hit again.
Yep.
4 points of slashing damage.
4 points. Okay. The first one was 9, you said?
9 and then 4.
Okay. All right.
All right, and that will conclude that creature's turn. It's now Diablo's turn.
All right. Diablo, seeing as his enemy came to him, he's going to he's not even gonna waste time. He's just gonna punch him like real hard, or attempt to at least.
Okay.
So here we go. That will be a 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
And let's see. I'm going to let me roll that damage real quick. It's gonna be 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and he will make that a stunning strike.
Okay. What do I need to roll?
All right. It's a con save.
I got a 14.
14. Let me check what the DC is. It's the first time I've actually had to do something like this.
Emelyne's in the hole, by the way.
Okay. So that will be what we're proficiency bonus +3. Use one +4. Okay. He just fails. DC is 15.
Okay.
So yeah, he is now stunned until the start of my next turn.
All right, so this creature, upon taking this hit by Diablo, goes slack and falls to the ground, just like dazed, making these growling sounds. It doesn't quite make sense. All right, anything else for your turn, Diablo?
Yeah, because I hit there, I'm also going to use punch and grab, so I don't know if it will automatically fail in athletics or acrobatics against my my grapple.
Automatically fails.
Okay, so yeah, Diablo grapples him, and he is going to run over here to this wall, and he's going to drag him with him and slam him into the wall for another martial arts attack.
Okay, it is double movement for dragging.
It is not, because I have Fast Wrestler from the Grappler feat.
Okay. You're gonna what now?
I'm just doing another martial arts attack against him, pretty much. For another 26 to hit, another 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Since he is stunned, that is that an auto crit?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just think I would have had an advantage.
It's incapacitated. Why can't I just get some of this stuff? Okay. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws, and attack rolls against you have advantage. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
so
right.
it's just what I did.
Okay.
And yeah, he'd be between me and the wall.
Okay.
And then I'll just make two more using a focus point for flurry of blows, and that'll be all I'm doing. It's an 18 to hit.
18 will hit. Just hit.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
And a 20 for 8 points of bludgeoning damage. So Diablo just drags this guy over there and just starts bashing him into the wall. And that'll be my turn.
All right, so it is now the one marked Pink's turn. Gonna run up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's gonna go after Diablo with its attacks. The first one is going to be a 9 to hit.
Nope.
The second one is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yep.
All right. That is going to be 8 points of slashing damage against you.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. And since your turn just ended, can you go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me again, please?
Cool. Yeah. Con save.
Every turn.
I'd say 14.
Okay, that will just fail. You are from your wound begins to fester and as begins to spread across it's now covering your entire forearm. It is going to be 6 points of necrotic damage that you're going to take from this wound you have suffered.
Okay.
And then the creature would have taken his turn. Now it is done. Emelyne, it's now your turn. Cram's on deck. Valerie's in the hole.
All right. if I run up here, how many people are dead in
yeah.
this?
So let me add some
alleyway?
corpses. Hold on.
That is the word of the day. Corpse.
Viscera.
Viscera. Gore. Corpse.
And
Now
I
you
have
know.
a quick question for you, Michael.
Uh-huh.
The way that I've been reading this spell that I want to use, it's not very specific about how many I can summon.
Alright. So should
Okay. Well, it doesn't actually say it.
there's
I want to
4.
use animate dead.
Okay,
So can I just use that for all 4? Or is it only one at a time?
Let me read the spell for you.
Yeah.
So for animate dead, choose a pile of bones or a corpse of a medium or small human within range. The target becomes an undead creature, a skeleton if you chose bones, or a zombie if you chose a corpse. So 1 per casting of the spell.
Sick.
And then for each spell level above 3, you get to do 1 extra creature. And then
Gotcha.
And then it's your
That's-
bonus action to
yeah.
mentally command the creature. This is not concentration, and it has its own initiative.
Perfect. I would like to animate the one closest to the pink.
Okay. He is now a zombie.
Woo!
You need to pull up the zombie stat block.
Yes. I've got it.
No resurrection for this guy now. He's a zombie.
And roll initiative
Yep.
for it, please.
Gotcha.
Roger.
I'm also going to give you control over
Okay.
this token. What is the initiative that you rolled for it? It's just the
It's just the dexterity modifier,
Yeah.
right? Let me go ahead and
What is
see
it,
out here.
minus
That's
3 for
that's
zombie.
2. It's -2 on this one
Minus
that I'm
2?
looking
Okay,
at.
Okay. That's
And
right.
then let me roll that right here. Bada bing, bada boom.
8.
Nice. Poor guy. And then with my bonus action, I would like to command him to attack when he's ready.
Okay.
And I will run back 10 feet, and that will be my turn.
All right, it's now Cram's turn. Valerie's on deck.
Hey, I'm going to run up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right next to Diablo. Then we're going to bonus action innate sorcery to gain advantage and +1 to my DCs. And then I'm going to look at this group of 3. And I'm going to use Fireball, but I'm going to transmutate spell into acid.
Okay.
So, pretty please, can I get a dex of 18? Pretty please.
All right.
On the
one
blue,
marked
green, and
blue
red.
gets a 21. The one marked red gets a 25 for a natural 20. And the last one gets a 15. The one marked green.
Okay, so the 15 one's going to take full damage, and the other one's going to take half. Because of elemental adapt, that one is actually a 2, so that's 34 damage, half to 17. 16, 17.
17.
16.
So the one marked green was the only one that failed. He is going to die. He is dead. And
Awesome.
then the other ones are going to take damage. All right, quite a bit of damage, as they're looking very wounded from those hits.
They're glass cannons.
Movement, bonus action, action. Yeah, that's my go.
All right, it's now Valerie's turn.
Okay, Valerie, seeing these creatures are hitting hard and bad things are happening, is going to cast Mirror Image on herself. So much as the last fight, she's going to be surrounded by 3 copies of herself, kind of spiraling about, and going to move up a little bit, and is going to go to Diablo, seeing he's starting to be impacted by something, and give him Bardic Inspiration. With pulling at her fan and doing a little bit of a dramatic fan dance.
Okay.
And that'll be Valerie's turn.
All right. It is now the one marked Blue's turn. Gonna run up to Cram with its very big movement speed. And it's going to attack him with a slash attack. That will be a 21 to hit.
Yar.
For 6 points of slashing damage, I need a con save.
Okay.
DC 15.
Is this for a...
It's not for poisoned.
Okay, cool. Con save... That's a 19.
19, you will succeed from that. It's
Awesome.
going to make its second slash attack from you. Don't forget to do your 6 points, your initial 6. That is going to be a 8. An 8 to hit.
No.
All right.
Old.
So this
Good.
creature with very it just you watch as its legs begin to dig in, its feet begins to dig into the ground. It just flashes towards you, slashes at you once. It gets you, but now you're smarter this time. You manage to dodge all the way for the second slash. And that will be its turn. It is now Naoki's turn. Tali on deck.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move him up here by this little corpse. And then cast Spike Growth on this area right here.
Okay. What is can you draw that on the map for me, please?
How do you do that?
So you go to your roller. You click the drop down of whatever shape it is. What is spike growth? Is that a cube? Is it I think it's a sphere?
Yeah, it's a sphere.
What's the radius of the sphere? You're gonna draw the radius of your
20 feet.
Okay, so that's a really big circle. Like this is a 20-foot radius.
Yep.
Where do you want it centered? You don't want it to be on anybody that's your ally. You need to do right here.
Yeah, there's good.
Okay.
As
Can
thorny
someone draw that
grass.
for me, centering right where the right here, please. Can someone draw that for me and keep it there? Right above the corpse, the square right above the corpse. Thank you, whoever's doing that.
There you go.
1 second.
Oh,
Wait,
it didn't stay.
Wow. Okay, you're good. And what is the effect of that spell?
It is.
If you want to post
Let's see. 2d4 piercing damage for every feet they travel.
Okay.
And it's difficult terrain.
And it's difficult terrain. All right. Anything else for your turn?
And then I'm going to look at Diablo and use 1 charge of my
I have a fun job.
Balm of the Summer Court.
Did I accidentally move back? Is that what happened?
I don't know what happened. I only see your
Okay.
token.
Yeah, I was next to
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I think I
Might
might
hit
have fat fingered.
Control-C.
That's probably what happened. Yeah.
That's a 1d6. So that's 2 plus another 1 to his HP.
So 3 total.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
1's a temp HP though.
Oh, one's a 10. Okay.
All right. It is now Thalia's turn.
Right. I am gonna put Bloodletter on my bow What the fuck is going on?
They're doing effects. Stop it.
I'm gonna shoot the light pink one
Okay.
with my bow.
Once in the pink.
14.
14 will miss.
Right. I do have two.
Uh-oh.
Come on. Yeah.
22.
A 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Also, because I've got bloodletter on it, I need it to do a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right. 11.
That fails as well, so it's gonna have damage from the longbow, which is 5. And then from bloodletter, it's gonna have 11. So that's 16.
Okay.
And then every time it's his turn, it's gonna do another 2d6 of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. It is now the one marked red's turn. He is stuck there.
He can't see it.
He has to roll a save to see it, though, I think. Read your spell. It's good.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna type in spike growth here into my search bar. And I'm gonna read what the spell does. The transformation on the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature that can't see.
When it was cast.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll that perception check now. It got a natural 1. It doesn't know that it's there. So it is going to go 1.
Shoot the brambles.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to move a total of 10 squares through that, so I need 20d4.
20d4, you got it.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
Holy.
And this is
Hold
really
on,
important. It was aware of the transformation of the ground once it entered the circle, but it chose to keep moving anyway. Making these
Wonderful casting.
These sounds and these like grunts as it does so.
He's rolling them all separate.
You're not rolling the correct thing. So what you're gonna do is
I don't know how to do it.
In your bar, in your little chat bar, you're gonna put /r space 20d4. You're basically telling it to roll 20d4. So 44. When you guys watch it do this, as it runs through, it just starts to get torn apart, but it just has this flare to its eyes. This something is wrong, and it just keeps going, and then just stops, and it collapses in the brambles and dies before it gets to its destination.
Yummy.
That
It is
was
now the zombie's turn.
interesting.
Absolutely correct. It is the zombie's turn. I'm gonna have Homeboy walk up here, maximum of his movement, and attack this blue one.
Okay.
21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Excellent. Oh. That'll be a 6 damage roll.
6 points. What type of damage?
Bludgeoning.
6 points of bludgeoning damage. All right. The zombie walks up. This poor dwarf who was in the wrong place wrong time, automatically reanimated, can no longer be resurrected, just slams down onto this other dwarf that has something going on with it. All right. Is that it for the zombie's turn?
Yeah, I can do a little emo if it wants.
Is it do like a little zombie dance or
starts
something?
to
Yeah, it'll do
floss.
like. Excellent.
All right. All right.
Michael Jackson music playing. Go for
Right
Thriller.
here.
Thriller.
It is going to attack Diablo.
Okay.
21 to hit. A lot
Yep.
of 21s.
Yeah, a lot of 21s.
A lot of 21s. That is going to be 9 points of slashing damage.
All right.
That is going to be a 23 to hit.
Not a 21.
Not a 21. I don't know. I keep rolling 16s. That is going to be 8 points of slashing.
8 points of slashing. Cool.
All right. The other corpses around you begin to convulse and shake as their eyes begin to glow red as well. Cracks begin to spread amongst their skin as they rise with the same raging look as the ones here in the city attacking you currently.
It's the plague.
Jesus.
What's in your head? In your head. Someday, someday.
Stop this.
So I am going to go ahead and roll their initiatives now as they join the fight.
If only spike growth wasn't concentration, you could put more.
Oh, if somebody takes some druid, they can get one.
Or a nature cleric can get it too.
I have spike growth.
Oh, look
But
at
I
you.
also use spells. I use other spells.
Honestly, 2 spike growths with a whole bunch of squishy enemies is such a good play.
Put it in the same spot, and they take
Diablo could toss them in there.
14d4 damage.
Yeah, I'm just right now. I'm worried
For
about
spike
not
growth,
immediately
it has
dying.
to be any creature that moves into or within the area. I guess. I mean, technically, it doesn't have to be forced movement. It can be forced movement.
Use telekinesis to just drag an enemy back and forth
That's awful.
like a cheese grater.
All right.
Damn.
Be like
It is
SpongeBob.
now this one's turn. It's going to turn around and attack Emelyne for its first attack.
Oh no.
The one with the yellow dot.
Oh.
That is a natural 20.
Yeah, that hits.
I
That is
want to say
going
it.
to be 12 points of slashing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. All right.
As you've seen
saving-
these Constitution saving throw, yes. As you've seen that these corpses that have been attacked by these creatures have, maybe they weren't completely dead. You do not know, but they are now up and they are fighting. And then, Valerie, you look at Diablo's arm. That's all. What'd you get for your Constitution saving throw? 17.
17.
You pass. And the DC is 15. And then Naoki does a 16 hit.
Yes.
All right, you are going to take 9 points of slashing damage. I need a Constitution saving throw from you, please. Actually, I need 2 from you. That would be for the attack. So the wound that you suffer, that you get from down your back as it turns around and slashes you, it begins to fester.
Oh wait, is that necrotic?
No, not yet. You're just a festering wound. But I need a concentration check for your spell. So the damage you took was 9.
Yes.
10.
So 10, you pass. And that is its turn. It is now Diablo's turn.
I would like to specify, if you could, the one that comes after me was supposed to come before me, and it would lose its turn this round from being stunned.
Oh, it got yep.
Yeah, cool.
And then it's no longer stunned at the end of your next turn. So
At the start of my next turn, yeah.
so now it's no longer stunned.
Cool. Yeah, this is a pretty sketchy situation. But yeah, Diablo is going to make some attacks at the one that he has grappled, which was previously stunned. So just one moment. Cool. Here you go. That's an 11 to hit, unfortunately.
11 will miss.
And a 12. Oof.
12 will also miss.
Terrible rolls, but
Yeah, product inspiration.
I do?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's a D6? 8?
D6
It's a
at the
D8
moment.
now.
It's a
Okay.
D8 now?
No, you tell us it's still D6. I don't want to say it's D8. Sorry. It's soon.
Okay.
So
So that's an 18?
18 will hit. Just hit.
Cool. Alright, that will be 5 points of bludgeoning damage to it.
Alright. And this is the one marked what color?
Purple.
Alright. It's barely up.
And Diablo looks to everybody.
I don't know, this seems like a bad situation.
And he is going to use another focus point for Step of the Wind. Or sorry, Patient Defense actually. And he will move over here for now. And that'll be his turn.
Alright. It is now Emmelyne's turn.
Yes, and she's not paying any mind to the zombie in front of her. She is just looking at the one that was getting its head bashed in by Diablo, and she's going to cast Toll the Dead. So Wisdom 14 save.
Wisdom 14. That will be a 13.
Cool. So that'll be 5 hit points of damage.
All right, that one goes down. Its head explodes.
Hell yeah. And that's my turn. I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna spit in the zombie's face. Easy. Go next.
All right, it's now this one's turn. It's going to run up and it's going to attack Valerie.
Wait. That
Oh,
one
no.
needs to take some damage at the beginning of its turn.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, I hope it's enough.
8.
It is not.
hey, 8. Let's see if it hits.
That first attack is going to be a 12 to hit.
That misses.
Second attack is going to be a 22 to hit.
All right, I'm going to roll 3d6, and if any of them are above a 6, it hits one of my mirrors. So it hits one of the mirror images, shattering that instead of hitting Valerie. So she is now down to 2 copies of herself.
All right. So it misses both of its attacks against you. You lucky duckling.
I love mirror image. It's such a good spell.
This one is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feet. 5 squares, sorry. So I need 10d4 rolled from you, please, Naoki.
Oh, oops. Okay. 10. How many?
10d4.
And remind me, what was
space 10d4.
22.
22. It is still up. But barely. And I guess to make his attack against Naoki. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is, I'm sorry, not Naoki, Cram. It still hits. 24 still hits you.
Cram.
4 points of slashing damage, Cram.
You don't know that. Yes.
Cram has an AC of 70. Minus 50. Minus
13 to hit, Cram.
Yeah, that's my AC.
That's a low AC. 7 points of slashing damage.
Okie dokie.
And that will conclude its turn. Since you succeed on the con save, you are resistant to this effect for the next 24 hours.
Love it.
It is now Cram's turn. Valerie is in the hole.
Doki, I am going to whip around at these two fellas and cast an awesome spell when I can find it on my spell list. There it is, Burning Hands. Thin sheet, 15-foot cone. Let me just double check I can definitely hit both of them. Oh, yes. Oh, wait, are they... Yeah.
I will allow it.
Awesome sauce. I'm going to transmutate that to acid. So please can I get a Dex 18 again from the blue one and then this new blue one.
The one marked blue is going to get a 14 for his dex save. The one that is highlighted red is going to get a 16 for their dex.
Okay, so because it's acid, that one is a 2, so it's 11 damage, half to 5.
It's 5.
Yeah.
Right, so they both succeed, or did one? What was the AC?
The one marked blue failed, and then the red one succeeded.
Okay, so that one dies. Valerie, I forgot to mention something. The one that ran up and started to attack you in your mirror images, you recognize this one. This is the woman that you saw get grabbed last night.
Oh, I'm really glad. Thank you.
All right. Anything else? Your turn, Graham?
I'm gonna bonus action turn some sorcery points into a second level spell slot.
Okay.
And then that'll be all.
Valerie, it is your turn.
All right. So Valerie, does she still have her coin purse?
You don't have her coin purse. You never grabbed this one's coin purse. They got grabbed.
No, I was joking. Yeah, I was just joking, saying, does she still have her coin purse?
Yes.
Yeah. So going to cast Shatter, circled on, making sure it hits 10-foot radius, making sure it hits the pink and the orange people right in front of her. So let me just get a ruler.
I know that there's a way for you to angle it while making it work, so I'm just gonna say, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and any other bodies that are on the ground and anything like that would be affected as well.
Just the 4 corpses were on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, so they're gonna need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Or take that much thunder damage, half if they fail.
Constitution is 8 for the one marked pink.
16 is a DC.
15 for the one marked orange.
Mm-hmm.
So they both fail, I believe.
Yeah, so they both take 14 thunder damage.
Okay.
And any like physical objects in the area take the thunder damage too, so like barrels shatter and like windows smash and just this loud pop of thunder.
The woman's body just like bursts apart, splatters everywhere.
Ugh.
Fragments
and
of bone and muscle get strewn about the place.
yeah, this is rough times. And she's going to look at Naoki and say, "Make whatever you're going to do next count. I believe in you." And does a little fan dance, and you get bardic inspiration.
Ooh, thank you.
It is now Naoki's turn with Ali on deck.
All right, what I'm going to do is look at the one in the orange, the dwarf, and I'm going to drop Spike Growth and cast Ice Knife.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what the DC is to hit.
It is your spell attack roll, I believe, for Ice Knife.
Oh, this? I think. Let me try it.
Yeah, so 17 will just miss.
Oh, well, it still has to take a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage from the explosion.
Okay. So that is against your spell save DC. What is that? Because it got for its dex save a 17.
So do I just...
What is your so your spell save DC is on your character sheet at the top of your spell list, or at least it used to be.
Second here.
All right, so when you click on spells on Roll20, it says Wisdom spellcasting, DC 13. So it succeeds on that spell save.
Okay, I did nothing then. That's my turn.
And it's now Thalia's turn, and then it's a bunch of these dwarves' turns. Emelyne's zombies one of them.
Right, well my bloodletter thing has gone because that one died. Right. I'm gonna, with my longbow, go for the one marked orange.
Okay.
24.
24 will hit.
For 5 damage.
All right. 5 points of piercing damage on the farm. Thalia lets loose an arrow and lands right in the middle of this dwarf's chest. Still standing though. Snarls.
And then I'm gonna do it again.
All right.
If it hopefully does it. Ah, shit. Never mind.
12 will miss. I will say, retrospectively, Naoki, a 17 just missed. You would have been able to use your bardic inspiration to make it hit.
No thanks.
Okay. Good for saving throws and stuff like that too.
Anything else for your turn? Thalia, is that your turn?
Just... Yeah, that'll be it.
All right. It is now the one marked green's turn. Newly risen. Right there. Valerie, it is going to attack you with an 18 to hit.
Yeah, let's roll 2d6. That's a 5. Second, only one mirror image remains.
All right, it's gonna roll. It's gonna do its last attack against you. That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
One last time. Roll the dice. 4. The last mirror image is destroyed. Valerie is now exposed.
Mirror images are gone. All right.
It's got like a little bit of a Neo dodge between them as they're moving, and they just happen to catch the images.
It is now Emelyne's zombie's turn.
Yes. My zombie's gonna hobble on over here, right next in between, and it's gonna attack the yellow zombie that had attacked Emelyne. For a 12 to hit.
12 will miss.
All right, and then it just kind of flails around.
Keeps dancing.
All right.
Hits that thriller move.
So on March Orange's turn, it's gonna go up. Ooh. Valerie, that is a 21 to hit.
Yes, unfortunately that hits.
I need a Constitution saving throw, but you are going to take 4 points of slashing damage regardless.
Okay. Oh, it's the same either way.
Theoretically,
That's an 8.
Diablo, you're supposed to make a con save at the end of your last turn, but I missed it, so we're going to ignore it.
Yeah,
an 8, so your wound begins to fester. Whatnot.
Great.
And also, who else had a? It was Emelyne who failed the con save too. Correct.
I didn't fail.
Or who failed? Somebody failed.
Diablo. Just Diablo.
There's somebody else. I'll figure it out.
Okay. Quentin, let us know.
Is it me?
He did pass his concentration check.
You failed the con, so yeah, you were supposed to make a con save at the end of your turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark your tokens with this ball icon. And Valerie, you're no longer concentrating on that spell, right?
Yeah, no, I'm done with it. I was about to remove it.
Okay. Okay. Naoki, can I go ahead and get a con save from you, please?
Hang on, my roll 20's acting up. You'll have to do it for me.
A 15. That will succeed. And you take no damage, and you manage to fight off the effect of the effect that you are suffering from. I can't drop lore, guys, without you guys knowing. I almost stood there. All right, so Valerie, you failed that con save. You took 1 attack.
Yeah.
Second attack. Okay, that is going to be a 10 to hit.
Nope.
All right, and in that case, that ends the turn. Back to the top of the initiative. The one marked yellow is going to go. It is going to attack Emelyne.
So stinky.
That is a 24 to hit.
That's even stinkier. It's
9 points of slashing damage. And you are immune to the effect of the festering wound as you have succeeded against the con save in the past 24 hours.
That's what I'm talking about.
22 to hit, though, for its second attack.
That hits.
That is another 9 points of slashing damage.
Gotcha. Super epic.
All right. Diablo, it is your turn. Emmeline's on deck.
All right. Diablo, seeing as he's a little hurt right now, he's not feeling the greatest. He's going to keep his distance for a moment. I'm assuming these barrels here got blown up by Val's.
They were just outside the range.
Okay. But does that give him any cover?
3/4 cover.
3/4. Cool. So I could move over here to avoid that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Diablo will move right there, and he'll reach both his hands into his boots and pull out his daggers, and he'll throw one at the one marked yellow, which will be an 18 to hit, or not an 18 actually. That's a 13 to hit. Sorry.
Will miss.
And then he'll throw one at the one marked green for A 17 to hit.
That will just miss.
Damn. That being said, he'll close the distance and he'll attack the one marked yellow with his bonus action using a focus point for flurry of blows.
Okay.
That's going to be another 2 martial arts attacks. So 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
For 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And a critical hit.
All right, natural 20.
All right, cool. And then I just double the outcome of the die, right? So
we associate this to how its rules is written in this campaign. So roll
okay,
2d8 plus 4.
All right. So I'll just roll another d8 then.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Nice.
16.
That's 16 points of bludgeoning damage in total there.
Yep.
Nice.
And he will end his turn.
All right, I need a con save at the end of your turn, please.
Yes, sir. That's a 21.
21. As this effect is starting to crawl up your arm into your shoulder and start to make its way towards your torso, you manage to fight it off and it starts to recede and fade away.
Cool.
So he like flexes his arm really hard and it just, whatever it is, starts bleeding back out of the wound.
Is it like
All right.
come out of like puffs of like smoke?
Emily,
Is there,
it's
like,
your
an
turn.
As this zombie in front of me is getting its like clavicle broken, it's getting its shit worked, I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on it, you know? Give it a
Okay.
reaffirming touch.
That is a range attack, so it would be made with disadvantage.
Chill Touch?
It's a ghostly hand. It's a ranged spell. It's not your actual hand.
Fair enough. I
will
got
let
a
you-
12,
I will
so
let you
it doesn't...
reconsider your spell since you didn't know it was a ranged attack spell, if you so choose.
They kind of all are, so I'm kind of screwed no matter what.
Mm-hmm. So
But
I
I'll
hear
just
what
do
you're saying.
Toll the Dead on the orange one.
Okay. So it needs to make a wisdom save?
Yeah.
5.
Cool. It does not succeed. Is it missing any HP right now?
It is. They all
Cool,
are.
cool. And that's 11 points of
That is
necrotic
the
damage.
exact amount of damage you need to take it out.
That's what I'm talking about. Give me that kill.
Does its head explode?
Its head does explode.
Nah, it melts to slurry. Fucking
Ooh.
clear.
Ooh.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. So it is now the one that's highlighted red's turn. It's going to attack Cram.
Oh no.
It
Going to
is
cram school.
10 to hit.
No.
All right, I'm going to roll the opalite die for this one.
Oh.
Because of that
Good luck.
Give me timbers.
You should be shivering your timbers.
19 to hit.
Yep.
No, I'm joking. That'll just hit.
Okay. 4 points of slashing damage. See, this is why you go down all the time. You make faces like that.
I don't know. It's hard to make out his face right now.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, it's a little blurry.
All right. It is now Cram's turn with Valerie on deck.
Okay, so this sending stone, do I know if it's an action, bonus action to use? What kind of vibe is?
It would have been explained to you, so you would know the full description of the item.
It takes time to use sending though.
An action?
Yeah, it's if it's following the sending spell, it's an action, and then you get 25 words.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it out. Being attacked in market. Be careful. Don't die. Please. We would
Love
like
you.
our buddy. Where are you? Kiss, 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 kiss.
Are you pooping?
Sorry, my head cold turned into a cough in the middle of the session, so like that's what I'm dealing with right now.
Yeah.
And that'll be my action.
What's your
Okay.
bonus action?
Alright.
Trying's a free action.
I don't need to do that. Not at the minute. Bonus action. Stand
That
here.
wasn't a spell.
All right.
You can
Oh, is that
cast
not a
bonus
spell?
action. No,
Wait,
it's
not a spell.
it's a magical item, so it doesn't count as a use of your spell.
Bonus action, I'm going to cast Flame Blade. Why not?
Okay. It's now Valerie's turn with Naoki on deck.
All right. So yes, this will be fun. Can I inspire myself?
No.
No. It's a shame. So Valerie is going to whip out her warpan and hit this guy right in front of her, Mr. Green. 18 hits.
18 just hits.
Yeah, and going to activate her psychic blades. And so that's going to do 22 total damage. Most of it was psychic damage.
He's dead.
Yeah, so just going to be like just a full like her fan like completely glows with this purple aura, and she's just going to go cut him from like through his face down his gut and just kick him back on his back.
13 ghost style. Got it.
Somebody want to finish this? Diablo? Get them. And gives him Bardic Inspiration.
I need a con save at the end of your turn, please.
Yeah. I used 2 Bardic Inspiration that turn. It's crazy. It's a 3.
All right.
Crawling up her arm. Not that you can see it.
8 points of necrotic damage.
Ugh.
Yo.
You can see like black veins starting to crawl up her neck. And she will move to here.
All right. It is now Naoki's turn.
Alright, I'm going to look at the one in front of me and cast Thorn Whip.
Okay.
That is an 11. It misses.
11 will miss.
That's my turn.
All right. It is now Thalia's turn. Emelyne, zombies on deck.
Alright.
The thing with the yellow one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna shoot my bow at it at this point. Right.
You don't say.
Yeah. Oh no. A 12.
That will miss.
What about a 25?
25 will hit.
9 piercing damage.
Goes down. So as it's turning to Diablo to come up behind him, or just attack him in general, you manage to let loose there, flies past Diablo's horn, and just goes right into the skull of this creature, and it just slumps to the ground.
Diablo just goes like this.
All right. Anything else? Your turn there, Thalia.
Right. I've already got my dragon summoned, so as a bonus action, I'm gonna get it to. I don't know how to like put it somewhere, but I'm gonna do it next to Cram.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna get it to bite the one in red. If it was the enemy, definitely, I think.
Okay.
I'm still learning this one, so I'm not sure exactly if I'll do it right, but
You have a predetermined
Right.
stat block that you're going to be using for this.
Hmm?
There's a stat block that you should have for this creature.
Is this the one where it's got like, it says like strength is 16 plus 3 in brackets and stuff like that. Is that what that means? Sorry. All I know is it says that if I use bite on it, it's a melee weapon attack plus 3. And then the damage it does.
There you go. Yep.
Right, okay. So that 16 plus 3 is 19.
19 will hit, but hold on.
It's rolling your unarmed strike, so it was actually
it would be a 14 to hit, so that will miss.
Oh, it just says melee weapon attack and it says melee under unarmed strike for me. That's why I clicked it.
Yeah, we'll look at it, but it would be a d20 plus 3, which in this case would be a 14 with how your d20 rolled.
Right, okay. Okay, never mind then.
Alright. Zombie turn.
Yes. It's gonna hobble on over to this one in red, and it's gonna start slashing. Wow, it did bad. Holy crud, 6.
It tried.
It sure did. Is it missing eyes?
He's just having a good time dancing.
Is that Diablo's turn?
Alright, Diablo, still hurting, but he runs over to the remaining one, and, he'll throw some silly punches at it.
He's silly, Billy.
Yeah, silly little punches.
Naoki, did you roll your con save at the end of your turn?
Nope.
Alright, can you do that, please?
What is it?
19 will hit. It's I need you to make a Constitution save throw, please.
It's 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Still up, still looks good.
Let me handle Naoki real fast. Naoki, you take 5
11
points of necrotic damage. And Diablo, how do you want to do this?
So, Diablo, he runs over, low to the ground like he usually does after the one next to him got brutally destroyed. He'll run over to the remaining one, and he'll just, from the ground, he'll jump up with a jumping uppercut.
Mm-hmm.
Just like pow.
Okay. And with that, the jaw cracks and goes up into the soft palate of this creature, piercing the brain, and it will slump to the ground and die, thus ending initiative. However, Naoki, I need another con save, please.
And Valerie.
Is this like a poison?
It is not poison.
14.
What is it?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, I'm good at those.
I think Emelyne has a question.
Never mind.
I would like to start looting the bodies.
Okay. We'll get to that in just a second, darling.
Valerie would like to, but she's currently being consumed by this plague or whatever it is.
Can I say skill difference?
What
was it?
10, you don't quite know what this is, but it is not of the natural world.
Oh wait, it's necrotic?
It's necrotic damage.
Oh, then that should have been halved.
Okay. So that is something that, I can't go because I roll physical dice, but that's something you gotta keep track of.
For the next one, you can work that.
Yeah.
Does my boo respond?
An 18.
What respond?
My boo, my new calling buddy, my new late night booty call.
Oh, sorry. The professor. I was so confused for a second. I will head over there post haste.
Oh, okay.
Can I do cure wounds on Emelyne, please?
And then you hear, hold on a second, and then you hear,
Yes.
Can you take me to the market district? Well, how much is it? 2 gold, that's outrageous. Here. You can cast your wounds. Valerie, Okay,
Takes
so you
more
got a
damage.
Constitution.
14.
The effect ends on you, Naoki, by the way.
Yeah.
14, so you're gonna take some more damage here, Valerie. You're gonna take 7 points of necrotic damage. I need
I got a
another
10 for that as
Constitution
well.
save as
Because we're
10
still in initiative until this stops.
10 points of healing to Emelyne.
Valerie's got like black veins on her cheek right
You
now.
watch as Valerie
18.
begins to retch and goes to her hands and knees, and she begins to fight this off using her pure determination and her overall, like, she tenses up her muscles. She begins to adapt and has to fight off this effect before it fully consumes her.
Yeah, and she's overwrought by it. Her skin is completely white for a little bit until she fights it off, and then the color returns to her skin. What the fuck was that?
Would I be able to maybe watch how these tendrils are fading in and out on Valerie's body, and maybe can I figure out what's happening here, what this is?
Make a medicine check.
Okay. Nice, an 8.
This is not something that you have ever come across in your time as a coroner or your study of the deceased. This is very new to you, and you don't quite know what this is overall.
Do you need water, Valerie?
No, I need to loot the bodies.
I got that. Don't worry.
Okay, let me help.
She like puts her hand on Emily's shoulder and pulls herself back up.
Emelyne's just gonna transfer her over to the zombie. Just let her lean on the zombie as she goes rifling through corpses.
Yeah, Valerie will also loot.
Investigation checks, please.
Yeah.
Advantage?
Yep.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I'll give you advantage. Yeah, that makes the most sense.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
A
20
natural 20, I believe that was. Why wasn't it green?
Yes. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna find that these bodies are unspoiled. Like they whatever might have put them here or however they ended up here, they still had all their personal belongings on them. So you're gonna find a bejeweled necklace on the one that Valerie recognized before she imploded, like just in the mass of the corpse and its remains. You will find a number of coins and other currency on these corpses. So we're gonna go ahead and just give you a total here. 53 gold, 76 silver, and 112 copper. And we'll throw in 3 platinum. Why not?
Oh.
Wow.
Just because you got a natural 20.
That's what I'm talking about.
Any like rings, loose jewels?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
You will also find, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a table just to make this a lot easier.
Drum roll, everyone. No. No pressure.
Hold on.
Drum roll right now.
All right, here we are. Where's the... See, they removed the loot tables and moved them somewhere else in the book. Like, why would the loot table not be with the treasure section in the DMG? There we go. Like, it's all the way in the front of the book. Like, isn't that ridiculous?
It sounds like a really, really good place for a loot table.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe that they would do
You
that.
just have to get have to
Right.
get used to where it is, though. That's the problem.
Go ahead and roll 2d8 for me, please, there, Chloe.
Gotcha. I got a 12, a 6, and a 6.
I just need 2d8. So 12. You will find an additional 120 gold in lieu of random jewels and stuff. You have to sell later, but 120 gold. And the last thing you find on where one of the corpses was, or one of these creatures were, is a small shard of some sort of mineral that is black in color but has a red outline aura just like right above the outline of the stone. It's just a solid red line.
I'm going to suspect that this is more than meets the eye.
I would agree. Perhaps the jeweler knows. Or the enchanter. I'm not sure. Will you hold on to it?
Coming into the alley are a number of guards clad in their black armor, glaives and warhammers about. They begin to close off the exits to the alley. One steps forward wearing a red cloak. Looks at you looting the bodies, the zombie.
Diablo, while they were looting, like right as the guards are coming up, he'll see the zombie that was summoned, and he'll walk up to it, and he'll just grab it by the shoulder and start winding up a punch.
Good play.
No!
Go ahead and make a deception check, please.
No, he means it.
Oh, okay.
he means it.
How you doing, Chloe? Great play.
Diablo, no!
And yeah, I mean that's a 14 on a regular zombie.
That would hit.
No, no.
Like 8.
Yeah, it's not very high at all. Let me see here. Yeah, no, it's yeah, it's 8. Jesus. Oh.
How did I know that?
The 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
It doesn't die. Too strong.
Wallop.
As this is happening, the guard will step forward. It's this one's wearing a red cloak to go across the armory. All right. Whatever weapons you're carrying, I suggest you drop them down. What is the meaning of this? What has happened in our fair city?
Diablo will turn the zombie towards him.
Bunch of fucking zombies.
We were just exiting a shop, and these creatures attacked us. They killed the people, and as they died, they came back and attacked us like feral beasts. Some of them look gravely wounded.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
I'll roll second time. 29.
Damn. Are any of you responsible?
None of us are responsible for what happened here. We defended ourselves, and unfortunately we were not able to save the innocents who died.
He looks around. Were any of you attacked by them?
Diablo holds up his forearm. I mean, the grossness has receded, but there's a wound.
Yeah. You see claw marks on a couple of them.
Yeah, there's plenty of wounds all over him, too.
All right. Suggest you come with us. Ray has some questions.
You don't want me to finish this one off?
he'll walk up, kind of like push you aside. Not push you, but like direct you to stand aside. And
He
with
does.
a flash, his sword, this one has a sword, will come out from sheath, and then he'll just put it back. Very anime style. And the zombie's head will just lop to the ground, and the whole body will crumble.
Damn.
Okay.
Or Emelyne.
That's okay. This is alright.
Poor random guy that died.
Yeah. This is.
He didn't do anything.
Thank you very much. Your assistance is very much appreciated. We will, of course, comply as visitors to your city.
Burn the bodies. And they'll start to direct you through the city as they handle the cleanup of these corpses. And you're left with many questions. What was this? What was this effect that overtook these once citizens of the city of Rebellion? What almost overtook some of you? Does it only affect those who have died? Or can it affect those who are still living? And is anybody else in the city afflicted with the same maleficent type curse of some sort? And with that, what happens next is a story for another time. I said a new arc was starting this week, and a new arc started indeed. I said Maleficent, I meant malicious. But anyway, the story continues next week here at twitch.tv/LetSouls. God, my brain is so foggy from this head cold. It was rough, but it was still a good session regardless. And then after next week's session, we have a 3-week break due to the holidays.
Holly.
So everybody, we'll see you next time here at twitch.tv/LetSouls. I'm gonna pass it on over to Jeremiah, who plays Diablo Dorado.
Yeah, so, I mean, just note, Maleficent was an appropriate word there, so you made no mistake. But that was a wonderful session. Did a little bit more RP, a fun Texas Hold'em adjacent match, minus the flushes and all that. But that was cool. We had a cool dagger out of it for Talia there. And yeah, what an interesting encounter. The streets of this city that we just arrived to being flooded with these, scarier than just regular zombies, infected people. And then, I mean, Diablo did what he believed was right there at the end. But we'll discuss that on a later date. With that, I'll pass it over to Guy.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just not used to being immediately after you, Jeremiah. Really interesting session. Nothing at all sus about my character or any of her actions. So this is fine. Everything's good. Don't worry about it. But yeah, really nice exploring a new city, exploring a new threat as we fight what appears to be some kind of infected innocent civilians. We don't know. And we get to have our first face-to-face conversation with the police of the city. So, good times. Thank you again, Michael, for making this wonderful world for us to play in and inviting us to continue every week. I'm going to pass it over to Josh, who plays Punching Bag Cram.
Yeah, man. Didn't go down this session, though. First time for everything. Oh yeah, it feels good to be alive. Still. Kind of feel bad. I called over the professor, he spent 2 gold, and then we're not even going to be there when he gets there. but that's not my problem. It's a him problem. It'll only become a my problem when he dies, and then he can't pay me, or anything else. But Emelyne could just revive him, I guess. So it'll be fine. No, but good fun session today. These little boys are sus, but kind of weak. So not too bad. I don't know. Yeah, but with that, I'll pass it on to Chloe.
Thank God, 'cause you were rambling, bro.
Super exciting session. I feel like we got a lot of different aspects in there. We got some combat, we got some RP, we got some shopping, kind of just all the slices you would want.
I love shopping episodes. It's my favorite thing.
I do find it a little funny that the zombie was helping Valerie to stand like a crutch, and then Diablo went over there and took that away. But
she's fine. She's fine.
You know, we'll work on that. Anyway, that's all I really have to say. I'm gonna pass it over to Isaac, who plays Naoki.
It was a good session, very fun. Playing the poker game, drinking, and then having a lot of merriment, and then losing all of my money. That was great. Hopefully I can maybe earn it back after we're done with the police.
You can win it back for more poker.
I have nothing left on me. That I'll throw it over to Talia.
Majority of gamblers quit before they win big.
99.9%.
I just won big first time, man.
Now you gotta keep going, you're on a hot streak.
No, I bought a cloak. I bought an expensive cool cloak that has given me a +1 on my armor
You can always
class.
put that up for a bet.
Hmm?
You can always bet that in lieu of gold.
She's not poor.
However, I did not take any damage in that fight because of how far away I get to be. So I'm very happy about that. Yay.
Works until they rush you.
Yeah. Next week I could just go. But you never know. It was very fun though, but very enjoyed that one, and the fact that I got a shit ton of money. So I'll just hand it back to the DM now.
Hey, that's me. I'm the DM. Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's session, everybody. And thank you for being here as I stumbled my way through the fog that is my brain. And we'll see you next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at twitch.tv/LegitSouls for the next exciting session of Prestige Encounters. But until then, bye!
Bye.